So, I told one of my dad jokes on Zoom the other day. It turns out I'm not even remotely funny. A man was being examined
we could have told you that for like last 3 years. Jesus.
Son of a bitch. Doctors have examined a man reportedly to have turned into a horse. Apparently, he's in a stable condition. Do you know what's the best thing about a Scandinavian about Switzerland? Its flag is a big plus. I accidentally
Darren, hit him!
He's within striking distance this week.
I accidentally took my cat's medicine. Don't ask meow.
Stop it! All right, I give in.
Why does David Hasselhoff just call him the Hoff?
I don't know.
Because it's less hassle.
For God's sake!
I've started investing in stocks. Beef,
Jesus
chicken,
Christ.
vegetable. One day I hope to be a billionaire. Thanks.
Elton, help me!
I can't.
Do you know what? This is our wonderful listeners.
He's sapping my strength.
This is like that scene out of Cliffhanger,
I can't even punch him now. I'm so weak. It's just like I'm just tapping him on the cheek. He's
Darren's dangling off a string at the moment. I'm reaching
dangling.
down to try and grab his hand.
Oh, I'm so glad you
and
said
it's
hand.
going to slip through.
Yep.
Hang on! Hang on! Don't let go!
No, he's telling more jokes.
Excuse me, I would just like to say that after my pitiful dad joke event last week, and then that's on a scale of bad to pitiful, which is always my dad joke scale, people have literally been sending in, on email, no less. Yeah. Tons of them. And I've just read you out one email's worth.
Feeders. They are,
feeders.
aren't they?
They're all feeders.
Now, the listener... I don't know if she wishes to be remaining anonymous, but she has sent me she has put a name on there.
Name of shame. Name of shame.
I tell you what, Elizabeth, if you want to let them know what your name is, I'll tell her.
Elizabeth, all I've got to say is God knows who you are. That's all I'm saying. Okay? I'm saying.
I'm not telling you a surname either.
No?
Nope. So there you go. One down. I have plenty more to go. I might even scatter them throughout the rest of this episode, because we've only got this episode and next episode to go. That's it. And then we're out of
it's over.
No, 2023's over.
Oh, okay.
2 episodes.
So we're coming back, are we?
Yes. I am. I don't know about you guys. I'll talk to myself.
I'm an entertainer.
Contractually obliged.
Yeah, you're contractually obliged to listen to this shit. Be part of it. Put your name to it. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to the Black Dog, episode 155. I'm Lee.
I'm Shaggy.
Jesus.
So I could not resist that. I'm Darren.
I was not expecting that. Thank you. I'm Elton.
And Mr. Lava Lava. And I'm Mr. Boombastic. Anyway, hello everyone. We have no Jim this week for family and personal reasons, which we will not go into, but he's not here this week. Our thoughts go with him. He's going through some stuff, and our best wishes go out to him. Anyway, but we are here.
Yes.
Me, Darren, Elton. We're going to try and right this ship.
We 3 kings of Orientar. One on a scooter, one on a car.
Very Christmassy.
One in a taxi.
One in a taxi, one on a car.
Bibbing his
hooter.
Smoking a fat cigar.
Or... chasing down his grandpa.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus caught his pants alight.
And I thought this episode couldn't go lower energy after the 12 dad jokes, but no, I was wrong.
We were singing religious songs.
I'll never forget the puddles of sweat from under your armpits. It wasn't my thumb that tickled your bum, it was my finger magic.
Moments when 2 hearts are
caring. Give a pause for emotional gap. Caring.
Yes, that's
Emphasize,
right.
make it sincere.
Exactly. Bring in the emotion.
Yeah, bring in the emotion. Open that door. Open the gap in the middle there. That's the door. Let the emotion flows in through.
Let it flow through.
Let it flow.
Just let it in.
Indeed.
Yes. Okay.
No, it's-
Little donkey, little donkey, walking down the road. Lorry driver with a heavy load. No, sorry. Anyway, very festive. Very festive. I like to keep the festive mood flying.
Indeed.
Anyway, while shepherds wash their cocks. Oh, sorry. Anyway.
Walking round in women's underwear. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to 155. See those things bouncing down the road? They are not Christmas baubles. They are the
No.
wheels. They have come off and they are flying away with the reindeer.
Yep. But
We
at least
didn't
this.
need them anyway.
Who needs?
No, we
them?
don't. We didn't. No.
Where we're going, we don't need wheels.
But Grove Park is safe this week because the wheels have already come off because that car won't actually get into the centre of the flaming shit car.
No, the flaming shit car's
Exactly.
stuck on my drive with no wheels. No, it's
There we go.
absolutely
It's not going anywhere.
No, it's
No.
going nowhere.
The
You're
old
safe.
Viking funeral again.
Yep. I must admit, though, the orange flames are casting a lovely glow into the
Very
front window
festive.
of your living room.
Roasting chestnuts.
It's like, who needs Christmas lights when you've got that? There
When
we
you've got
go.
a Ford Focus on fire.
Exactly. All you need is Nat King Cole out there going, "My nuts roasting on an open fire." Ah! So yeah,
Flames are licking at my nose. Anyway, so see, it's like one of
Nat
those.
King Cole, 3rd-degree burns.
His name shouldn't be Cole, should it?
No, Nat King Cole 3rd-degree burns. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, there you go. See, we're keeping the festive spirit alive on this podcast.
We certainly are. We certainly are.
Nice. Back on format?
Back on format, yeah.
Okay,
if you want,
all right,
if you
fair
want.
enough.
Why not?
Nah, I don't care.
Nobody's paying for this, so
No,
we can
no.
do what the fuck we like.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, who
We'll
cares?
talk about each other's weeks, I suppose.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be a good.
Few
thing, wouldn't
weeks,
it?
few
Yeah,
weeks.
Few weeks. Oh yeah, we
Few
weren't here
weeks.
last week. I forgot
No.
last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll talk about
Yeah.
our weeks, and then we'll review the movie, which is typically festive about a man who comes back from the dead.
It is.
You see, risen.
With-
He's risen.
With one good hand.
Isn't that supposed to be Easter?
I think so.
We're a little early. We're getting in early.
Well, the shops do it, don't they?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, it's like Tesco's round my way, right? Okay.
Right.
2 seconds before the sort of like, the event that they've built up their stocks for
Yeah.
happens, like Halloween, okay? 2 seconds before Halloween occurred,
Mm.
they already took the stuff off the shelves and they put bloody Christmas stock out. So Halloween comes along and it's like Christmas.
I've already bought me summer wear. Marks and Spencer's. I'm off down the beach tomorrow.
For that holiday in 2027. Yeah.
Yes.
This is it. It's getting closer and closer.
Exactly. Can't wait.
Oh, man.
Anyway, right. So
Where were we? What were we talking about? I don't know.
I don't know. I think we finished. Anyway, good night,
Are we?
everyone.
Yes. No.
Ta-da.
That was a long podcast, wasn't it?
It was the worst one. Anyway, yes, I suppose we'll better get on with the thing. We'll see how everyone's week's been. Like I say, Jim's not here. Elton, you're up.
Yep. It's me, isn't it?
It is you.
So just before I continue with my week, even though I haven't started with my week, just to let everyone know that Darren's in the same room as Lee. At the
I am in the
moment.
same room as Lee. I'm trapped
If you
in
can't
the same
tell.
room.
There's a different
Lee.
vibe going on.
There is a
now.
different vibe.
Yeah, poor old Elton. He's feeling like the outside broadcast on a live.
I'm like Keith Chegwin, aren't I?
You are Chief
Cheggers.
Chief
Hello,
Kegwin. You're Chief Kegwin of the clan McKegwin.
Cheggers plays pop.
Yeah. You are Keith Chegwin out in the street interviewing people about Easter eggs.
Roving reporter.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. You're trying.
How's your Maggie Phil been? Yeah, no? Okay.
She hasn't been.
Is that a bit of a deep cut? It
No, I
must
don't
be,
know.
yeah.
It must be. No, so Elton's on the outside, and so any nonsense that comes up today will probably be because me and Darren are just staring at each other bored, and we'll start throwing things at each other pretty soon.
And now it's over to Elton for the traffic report. What can you see out your window, Elton? How is the traffic?
Actually, I can see fire. There's fire on Ruby.
Fuck it, my house is on fire.
Anyway, so over to the eye in the sky, Elton.
Okay, so it's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Did you make her go on Sunday and then you talk to her on Tuesday?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So the only dramas I had were toilet issues.
Really, some Bran will sort that out.
Hello, my name's Dr. Miriam Stoppard. You're listening to the Health Hour.
So, firstly on the line
It's
we
so
have Elton.
fucking hard.
What's your embarrassing condition, Elton?
Yes.
Come on, tell us.
Yes,
You
tell
said it was
us.
toilet issues.
Have you tried relaxing and thinking about the sea?
Yes.
Have you tried working it out with a pencil?
Breathe rather than strain. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
It's a funny thing to be doing on a maths test, but you can give it a go. Anyway, keep going. You can do it, Elton. People on the other side of this line are rooting for you to make it through.
I came home and there was water gushing out of an overflow on the
Lovely.
in the West Wing on the first floor. And
over in
In-
Wayne
in-
Manor.
In the West Wing.
in the
over
West
at-
Wing,
Yeah.
yes.
Did Martin Sheen have a few issues with this overflow? I mean, did he stand there and complain?
Come
No?
on. So you see,
Deep cut again?
Deep cut, yeah. So, go on, you can do it, Elton. Go.
Yeah, so it was basically pissing out of the overflow. Traced the fault to the when you flush and then it all the water piles back into the cistern, and that little thing is supposed to stop everything from flushing in. That had like clogged up and was jammed open.
Dare I ask,
so
clogged
it
up
was-
with what?
Nothing. It's just like
Wasn't
crud.
like, it wasn't like Kurt Russell. It wasn't backdraft, was it? You wouldn't.
No, we know how to use a toilet,
I don't.
and it
Well,
hasn't gone down the wrong pipe or anything like that.
So
That's
was
all
it
the
just?
clean water in there.
I was going to say, so whatever was going down the thing went on literally like a big funfair ride and came back out again. Yeah? Is that right? Is that whee? Comes out, hands in the air, like woo! You enjoyed that, Uncle
Howdy-ho,
Elton?
kids.
Yeah. Again.
Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo.
See, keeping the festive spirit alive, Elton. That's what I like about you. Stay on format, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
And
Somebody
so
has to.
yeah.
I tried to fix it, but I was worried of damaging it more because I've never taken one of these apart before. So I turned all the water off, flushed all the water out, cleaned it all up and everything like that, stopped the problem, went out and bought the new parts, put them on. It went well. There was no fire. There was no electricity.
Fire from water.
Burning.
Fuck me. I'll tell you what, if your water sets itself alight, then you've got more than just bloody
I'm
system
part of the Black
issues.
Dog.
Oh, of course you are.
That
yeah.
is true. He
Yeah.
he could be pumping petroleum straight into his toilet for all we know. I mean,
He's
it's-
pointing
Yeah.
the gun up in the air.
It'd
He's
be like when
taking aim.
Indiana Jones goes underground and lights up a flame. It's like, hang on, this is petroleum. I'll just light a match.
Yeah, Dad wouldn't like it down here. There's rats. Not the fucking 20,000 gallons of petrol you're wading through. That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah,
All the fumes that you're going through, but no, it's fine.
yeah,
It's fine.
yeah.
Yeah. So managed to put that on, and then worked out what the actual problem was. I didn't want to disassemble the first one because I didn't know whether I could put it all back together if I could get a new one or not.
Mm-hmm.
But now I know how to take it apart. I know what the problem was, and it is just like a build up of like scale and stuff like that. So it's nothing dirty or disastrous or anything like that.
It's just
So,
hard water, basically.
yes.
Very hard water.
I live in
What
like,
you
North
looking
Essex.
at?
It's like
Nothing.
well hard, isn't it?
I've been watching you for some time, and I don't know the way you look.
Yeah.
What,
You
really?
fucking mug.
If you pull
You
that
flush
chain,
that toilet again, you can't.
I
Yeah.
will break your fucking fingers. That's what I'll do.
I'll reach up and grab you by the gonads and pull your ass out through your elbow,
Indeed.
or something. Don't you
You
flush
want
that
some
toilet?
lead? You want some lead? Essex boys, isn't it? Yeah.
Do you want the flavours, dear? Do you want all the flavours, dear? I'll get you the flavours. Do you want the fucking flavour? I'll get you a fucking
fucking
spoon.
mate, you
with
taste
all
it.
the
Where's your
flavours.
fucking tool? Where's your fucking tool?
You call that a jobby? I ain't even fucking. That ain't even worth flashing away. I'll piss on it, mate. Yeah, anyway, go on, carry on.
Anyway, yes, I changed the cistern part, and everything was absolutely fine and dandy.
Spectacular.
Nothing exploded or anything.
No, it actually went well.
Did you not even manage to semi-drown in the cistern?
No, I put it on, and there was no drips, no leaks, no nothing. I was like, oh,
I would like to
It worked.
complain about the good quality of your DIY, sir. That's just. No, this is not on. You're supposed to have limbs missing by the end of this or something. You know,
your
I
podcast,
know.
your podcast end of year evaluation that I'm going to be performing on sort of next week. You know, when I go through your end of year report, it's going to be very poor.
What have
with
you
all
actually
this
bought?
repairing stuff?
What
You
have
know,
you actually bought to this?
I didn't glue any part of my anatomies to other parts of my anatomy.
No,
just complete fail.
No foxes were pissed on.
Jesus.
no body parts replaced by electronics or mechanical bits.
No fiery cars.
No. Did you
No,
keep your real
nothing.
hand and your fake arm?
Did you keep your wanking hand?
Oh yes, I kept
Yeah.
that.
You kept the wanking hand. Good.
Yeah,
Hold on.
comes in handy.
What is that hand for? It's my jazz hand. Should be saving it for the review.
Yeah, we should be. Keep
So
the
I could feel
Yep.
Oh God.
this other hand feels like someone else.
Yeah. It's still cold.
Stop squeezing! Stop squeezing! Stop squeezing!
I'm just a penis in a pickle jar. Anyway, sorry.
Here is my tribute to Al Jolson. No!
Anyway,
in black?
yeah, two weeks and a fixed toilet. That's all you got. Otherwise, it's been. I've had a couple of days off, which has been very nice. I hardly get like a week or so off, so it's been nice to have. I think it's like only my second full week off this year.
Right.
So it's been nice, been pleasant. Going back to work tomorrow, and then I've got like 5 more days of work, and then I'm off until Christmas.
Well, by the time we finish recording, you're going to be bright and breezy, aren't you?
Oh, I'm going to be knackered, aren't I? Going back to
So
work. It's like,
you picked the wrong
God.
day to go back to work Wednesday morning. Jesus.
I know.
Oh, well, never mind. Maybe we'll keep it brief by just going Robocop. Yeah? Nah.
Yeah.
Right. Good night.
Yep.
just
Sounds
leave
good.
it. Sounds good. All right, then. So nothing else then?
No, that is it. We had family, but nobody wants to hear about family coming up, do they? You know, that's like well boring and stuff. Oh no! Can I just have an argument at people that change rotors?
Yeah, go for it.
What, like
People
on,
that change road-
helicopters mid-flight? Yeah, I know, they're really fucking annoying.
They're
them.
for
No.
fucking daredevils, they are.
No, not mechanics. People that change rotors at work.
Go
So
on.
when you're scheduled in to do something,
Mm.
and you've said for a number of weeks you're going to be doing something,
Mm.
and then all of a sudden that gets thrown out, and you're back on the rotor. I hope those people die in a fire, because Jacob and his girlfriend were supposed to be up this weekend to see all the family. It's been booked in for ages and ages.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden, someone changes the rotor, throws it out without consultation or anything like that.
Mm.
And it's like, oh no, you're scheduled on to do. Oh, really? But we had this. But no, you have to work. Oh, okay. So yeah, thanks to the people that do that. If you're listening, you dicks.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you find out why? Did you find out why? It wasn't like, like one of your colleagues, Dave, has got to have the Saturday off because, I'm waiting for Amazon to deliver me Zumba videos. No? Nothing
I
like that?
don't know. Well, I don't know the ins and outs of it.
West
I'll
Ham are
probably
playing
find-
Yeah.
tonight.
Was it
I'll
because of a
find out
football match?
next week.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Oh, I love
Yeah.
that. I love that.
Mm.
Do you know what? One day when I become ruler, right, I'm going to have a science fiction program overrun so that they have to kind of move the football in the schedule, or they have to cut it short, or replace it with a Charlie Chaplin video or some shit like that. I don't know.
A black and white cartoon from Poland.
Yeah, it's
Just
just
to
it.
fill
Yeah,
in the blanks.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm going to do.
I'm sorry. The FA Cup from Wembley will be delayed by 6 hours because unfortunately the last 12 episodes of Babylon 5 have overrun.
Indeed.
Yeah.
You fucking what?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking fuck you up.
Anyway, yeah, maybe that'd be a nice world to live in.
That would be, wouldn't it? You know, where they suddenly put on a production of the is it Jarakowski's Dune?
Oh yeah.
This is it. Let's do that. Let's reenact it. Yeah. Oh, it's overrun, I'm afraid, because you know, because
just because it's 12 hours long.
Because it's June.
June. Terry and June. Another deep cut. It's gone completely.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right then. Well, so you hate rotor people.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, I do.
Fantastic.
That's
Darren.
all I have.
Is that it?
That's it.
Your hatred of people who change your rotors.
I am finished. Now I am finished.
I've got a hatred of people who fuck up my VLOOKUPs on Excel. Is that good enough for this week? That's all I've got.
Is that all you've got? VLOOKUPs.
VLOOKUps.
I don't even know what that means.
Nobody does. Not even the people.
Let's tag team. Darren, you're in.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah, come on down. Bring the energy.
Okay, I'll bring the energy.
What did you do for 2 weeks?
What did I do for 2 weeks? I experimented with an air fryer for 2 weeks, and you'll notice that Surrey hasn't burnt down.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but there's nothing else to air fry. It's all covered in a batter.
No, you think that, right? Okay, the Harrison Ford
in a batter,
stuck up in the corner. You paid a visit.
Batter.
I shoved everything in there. As the fucking chips, chicken nuggets, Grandad, all went in. I tell you,
a small cat.
Yeah, a small cat. No, I love air frying. I really do.
Yeah,
I love
the
it.
light bulbs have got batter on them.
It's got everything. Nothing's got batter on it.
Fanny's got batter on it.
Nothing's got fanny batter or batter. No. I finally got the utensils I was waiting for the air fryer, and I've just been
utensils. What pokey things?
Pokey things. There's also some stuff you put in it to stop it from,
Battering up.
ruining the inside of the.
You mean paper?
No, not paper. No, this is all silicone and shit like
greaseproof paper.
Greaseproof silicone. Special silicone.
Greaseproof paper. You've been conned.
No, I've actually tried the paper stuff in it, and it flies away.
You'd like to buy them.
I opened it up and it's like, what the fuck? And it's just now stuck on top. The paper that was on the bottom, protecting everything, has moved as if it's like floated through.
Did it have on the packet W.H. Smith's tracing?
Yeah, it was like A4. Oh, it's the wrong
A4 W.H. Smith's tracing paper notepad, lined.
Yeah, A5.
Oh. So what other utensils have you got? Thrillers.
A
fork.
Well, I've got some
knife.
I've got some tongs.
Darren, starting from the smallest to the largest,
yes.
What have you air fried?
What have I air fried? Well, I started off with the standard
it's
chips.
Your penis, isn't it?
Yeah, started with chips.
Right.
Okay,
smallest thing you've air fried is chips.
Because if you can't do chips in an air fryer, then there's no hope, right? Steer well clear. If it can't do chips properly, that's it. Simplest thing.
I genuinely don't know what to make of that. Why would
chips?
you air fry chips?
Why not? You just bung them in, that's it. And they take less time than they do in a fucking oven or in a bloody chip pan. That's it. That's why I do it, for speed.
I am not wise in the ways of the air fryer.
Oh,
why, have you got somewhere to be?
Fucking air fryers are lovely. They cook everything
Let's be
perfect.
honest, you're not going out, are you?
I was going to say, when was the last time you went out that demanded you have chips 1 minute faster?
Hey man, my life is like all on the go. You see, I'm a bit worm, a bit away. I'm all over the place. You know.
So in 2 weeks, where have you been?
Apart
from work,
in the kitchen, air frying, air frying everything.
So
I'll tell you what, the postman's going to be missed. He really is. It's just
So the speed.
People keep saying his trolley's still outside the flat, and it's just like people. Do we move it? Is he here? Is he posting letters? Is he? Because I know he leaves it there and he walks up the street.
Just his hat floating down from.
This is it.
So what are you doing with all this extra time that you've made up from your air fryer?
Looking up more recipes for the air fryer. But no, coming
surely
on, no.
It's just the recipe for an air fryer is put it in the air fryer.
No, there's
isn't it?
There's magic. You have to
broccoli. Put it in the air fryer.
Yeah, put it in the air fryer. Fucking shove it in there. Go on, fucking shove it in there.
An apple. Put it in the air fryer. That's it.
Shove it in there.
Shoes.
Air fryer. Yeah, air fryer. Oh man,
sink plunger air fryer.
Have you seen the paperwork?
The rubber bands.
Where do I put the gas bill?
The
Oh, it's in the air fryer. I air fried it.
You've air fried it all.
It tastes lovely. So it's nice and crisp now. Really is. Do you hear that crunch? Look, look. There we go. See?
Child's toy.
It was never like that before, where we used to cook the bill in the oven. No. This is nice, crisp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Highly recommend it.
Crisp notes.
Crisp everything.
So go on in.
I'm gonna go and sit in it. Just see if it will do me. Yeah. So there we go.
So go on in. Smallest to largest, what have you done in the air fryer? Answer Elton's pressing question.
Yeah.
Pressing question.
Yeah.
I have a pen and pad ready to write these down. So you've done
we
chips.
had the chips. We had the chips. We had
we got chips. Right.
the pork steaks. We did those in there
Pork
as well.
steaks.
Oh, beautiful.
Right.
Beautiful. We had the quite large chicken breaded fillets, which,
Large chicken.
super, yeah, slightly big. They're like they look like a bit
What
of a map of
constitutes
Finland.
quite large?
Almost bigger than my face. So
That's enormous. That's a
that's
turkey.
big. Yeah.
You sure it's not a turkey fillet?
No, it might be.
Turkey ground.
But now you said that, I'm going to be trying that as well. I'm going to cook a whole turkey in it.
I thought you were going to say you're going to try and cook your face.
No.
Are you going to do your Christmas dinner in it?
Probably, yeah. No,
Really?
actually, we're having a Christmas dinner taken care of this year, so it's
What, down the harvester.
No, Mills and Wells. I'll tell you what, Doreen, she's going to be missing that. She's going. I hope her grandson and that. He's Doreen lives at number 4.
I hope she opened her presents before she left the house.
Exactly, yeah. So she's going to be missing a dinner that day. I'll tell you that there. Why, mate? No, we've had her. We've got her over here. Yeah, no, we're looking after her for Christmas. No, honest.
Ignore the smelling of the
Yeah.
frying.
What you brought along? Oh, is that it?
Oh.
Is that it? What's this? Cottage cheese.
Oh,
What?
no, she's gone back next door. She
Yeah.
went over the garden fence.
Yeah, fucking take that back.
Fuck off.
Fuck off. Go on.
So have you tried frying a custard cream in it yet?
No, but I am about to
Why
try boiling an egg in it.
But that's boiling, not frying.
No, it'll cook an egg.
You've literally
I've watched the videos on this.
You've literally broken the reason this thing exists. It's actually the clues in the title, fryer.
No, but it fries, it bakes, it washes windows, it works out your tax returns, right? And I'll tell you what, if you really want to relax, you can go and take a dive in its heated plunge pool, walk around in its roof gardens. I'll tell you what, the Ninja air fryer, it's one hell of an air fryer.
You sure it's not the fucking Red October you got sitting on your door?
It is. It's off the Red October, actually. I've got it. This is why it was so cheap, because we got it off the Red October.
Off the Red October,
Yeah. So there you are.
Does it come with its own dead Sam Neill in it?
No.
Oh, right.
No.
I would have
We'd have
seen Montana.
we'd have to pay extra for that. So I'm a bit of a cheapskate.
Yeah. You should always skip the Sam Neill extras.
Yeah, no.
Always.
It's like insurance. Do you want insurance? No. Do you want a Sam Neill? No.
Sam Neill.
Yeah.
No. I've got 4 out the back.
Exactly. But that's enough of the wonders of air frying, because I did do some other stuff this week. I watched some stuff.
Yeah, Air Fryer Monthly.
No.
Air Fryer YouTube.
No.
All right.
No. There wasn't a single air fryer in sight.
Air fry this.
Yeah. Air fry this. That's a
Air Fryer Cop.
air fryer cop. Yes.
Did you watch
Don't move while I make you
Robo Fryer?
Robo fry. Yeah. Yeah.
Darren watched the
Justice comes in a crispy format.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't move, crisp.
Stick some cheese on it. Put it on reheat.
Darren watched the film Con Air Fryer.
Con air fry. Oh, very good.
Nice.
Very good. Air fryer bud. There we go.
Air Fryer 1.
Air fryer one.
With Harrison Ford. Get the hell off my fryer.
Don't worry, you didn't have to defrost the chicken steaks.
Point and look angry.
Yeah.
Point and look angry. Get off of my fryer.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Damn right.
So go on then. What did you watch?
This week I watched, and this was thanks to Mr. Elton pointing this out.
Oh.
I watched a new series called Scavenger's Reign.
Oh.
Now, would you like me to hold off on this one so we can both discuss it when it's... oh, no, you've had your turn. Aha! You snoozed, you loosed. Yes, but you can join in with this one, Owen, if you want to give your opinion, if you've watched any of it. Have you
I've watched 4 episodes, but I'm not worried about spoilers or anything like that.
Well,
so
I am, because I haven't watched them.
Yeah,
yet.
I'm not good. It's very hard to spoil this program, because a lot of stuff you sit there going, well, that was amazing, and I'm just going to accept what I've seen.
Yeah.
So Scavenger Drain is about a colony ship that it comes a cropper and has to eject quite a few of its crew, but leaves quite a few of them on board the ship in suspended animation. Fortunately, the main craft itself still hangs in orbit. It doesn't get so damaged that it starts, the orbit starts decaying and it crashes on the planet. But we joined the crew about 7 or 8 months after the incident, and they've been trying to survive on the face of this planet. And all I'll say is, as much as the storyline might sound pretty generic, the planet that they're on, this alien planet, is completely alien. And I mean that from a writing point of view.
Right.
Okay? And it's really nice to have a program that lets you try and work this shit out for yourself. It doesn't give much in the way of exposition about what things do. But you do get to see straight away the actual survivors of this crash using the wildlife and also the plant life on this planet to get certain jobs done without even thinking about it. They don't point out, they don't sit there explaining to the camera or to their mate something they already know about this.
They don't stop and awkwardly explain everything straight to the camera.
No, they don't. They don't. And there's no funny German accents or anything like that involved either.
That's very odd.
No.
Okay.
No crazy villains. Sorry, I'm getting off track.
Does it end in a game of catch?
No, it doesn't actually.
Oh, well, that's good.
No,
that's
it does not.
That's a step up.
But I've really enjoyed it. I've burned through these episodes. It took me a couple of days to burn through 12 episodes. They're only like 20 minutes long, these things.
Right.
But I had to see where it was going and what fantastic thing they would come across next and how they would use it to help them survive and to get to where they need to be in this thing, because it turns into a bit of a road movie.
Oh, right.
In this, and there's like 3 sets of characters all going for the same point.
Okay.
And that's all I'm going to say.
Okay, but overall it's good, yeah.
Yes. I can see why some people might not like it. It does require a little bit of thought. So if you're just after basic run-of-the-mill sci-fi stuff, I don't think this is going to be for you.
Have you said it's an animation?
No, I haven't. I haven't said it's an animation.
Which is kind of a good thing, isn't it? I mean, if that's not the first thing that comes to mind, that's telling you something, isn't it?
Yeah. It sold me on the first episode. I was sold.
Yeah.
That was it. I didn't even watch a trailer. I just went into this cold, and I just let this thing entertain me.
Yeah.
And it did, and it provided me with mysteries that you do get solved. But then there's stuff that happens in it that happens for no plot progression at all. It's just a thing that happens on the planet, and it's just it's life. That's it on this planet. Not everything that happens on the screen needs to be part of the plot, but it's interesting, and it's kind of like
building. Yeah.
Ooh, ooh, look at that.
Interesting.
Ooh. So, like I say, the story itself on the surface level, it's a pretty generic sci-fi concept, but it's the journey that you go on, and no character is the same from episode 1 to episode 12.
Right.
Okay. So you do see some good progression going on with the characters. They are all markedly different. You do. If I've got to describe it as anything, right, and don't let this put you off because I know how you feel about this one show. It's got shades of Lost.
Oh fuck!
It's got shades of Lost because it does tell some of the story in flashback, but it's also got some. I'm thinking heavy metal.
Oh right.
So it's things like who used the French Mobius. Yeah, there's elements of stories from. It's very much like that. It's a lovely, wonderful little show. I love it. I'm so glad that I just went ahead and just took a chance
Nice.
and watched it, because I love when I find stuff like that.
Nice. That sounds good.
Totally by accident.
Nice.
So I think it's currently, you can get, if you've got a HBO Max account, you can get it off of there. It's
and
on
it's
there.
available. Oh god, there's one of the streaming services in the UK you can download it from.
Yeah, I think Paramount is the one that it's
Yeah,
on
I think so.
there.
I'd have to look it up, but I don't. Yes.
Yeah, but go into it. Just go and just let it wash over you. It's
Nice.
As I say, it's nice. It's just nice to see a show like this that provides you with a little bit of wonder.
And do you agree, Elton? I mean, you've seen it as well.
Yeah, I've seen 4 episodes of it at the moment, and I forget where I heard about it, but it was something that I think I was looking at that Morbius
Yeah,
because there was someone's made a trailer for the Morbius program. But I don't think it's an actual. I think it might be just like a fan thing or something that was
could be. Yeah,
in the background somewhere, and someone grabbed all the pieces and put it together and created it, and it looked amazing. And then this thing popped up, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll ask about that." And gave it a watch. I'm so glad I did. I think it looks incredible. It doesn't feel rotoscoped, but it has that kind of feeling to it. There's a hell of a lot of detail, and also not a lot of detail in the animation as well.
Yeah, it's got some fine line work, isn't it? So it's not. Yeah, the details in the shading rather than the line work.
Yeah,
Is that
but
right?
when you need detail, it gives you loads of it. When you pan out a little bit, you don't need all that detail in there. It kind of blends into one, but it works so well. And you're going from the large to the small quite a lot in this, and trying to work out scale sometimes is really peculiar. But once you get a grasp of it, because things are so huge sometimes on this, and I am really enjoying it. I'm so glad I started watching it.
Nice. Okay.
So there's that.
Cool.
So we come to something else of wonder, or from a personal point of view.
Okay.
In the 2 weeks that we were away,
Don't say Fat Fryers again, man.
they released Fat Fryer 4, the movie. No, the
Air Fryer later.
The trailer for the up and coming TV show Fallout was released.
Yes.
I literally nudged Rhea out the way, and I went, "We're watching this on the big screen now." I got YouTube up, and I stood there watching it, and I was just dumbstruck watching this trailer. I've played these games because this is Fallout. If anybody didn't already know, is a set of games. I've played these games, this series, since 1997.
Yes.
I've been following. I've been obsessed with them, and to see what I saw, just there's. It seems as though what the story will be is a person who's been stuck in a vault, has never been outside.
You have to explain a lot about this.
Indeed. Well, basically, Fallout is a post-apocalyptic series that takes place. The series is taking place 200 years after war broke out between the US and China. Okay, so everything's in ruins. And there was a company called Vault Tech that built a load of vaults underground, right? Before they could see the apocalypse was coming, so they went into business and built these massive vaults.
Yeah, in a sort of futuristic 1950s, isn't it?
Yeah, basically in this world, the microchip was never invented. So everything is all like valves and stuff like this. So it's, and as you say, the 1950s never ended.
Yeah.
So the music in it is all old stuff like Nat King Cole, the Ink Spots, Louis Armstrong, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
you know, the moment I heard Nat King Cole. I think that was the thing that really kind of I always went close down. So I'm watching this stuff, and it's of one of the characters in it is going to have to go out of the vault, and she's never been out of the vault. She's always been underground, right, in her entire life. And what I loved about this trailer was the little things. Right. And you see her coming down this bank, this sand dune, and as she's walking, suddenly she sees a tumbleweed coming towards her, and she stops because she doesn't know what the fuck a tumbleweed is. And it's like, fuck yeah. That I appreciate. It's just, if that's the level of detail they're putting into it, that kind of level of thought. I mean, the look of the show is spot on, especially when you see the Brotherhood of Steel, and you see the mech, the power armor that they wear, and how it moves as well. I was just. I think it was when I saw the Rad Roach. That was when you see it just crawl, just comes into shot just a little bit, just crawls past a window, and that was it. I'm like, Rad Roach. that was my voice. I just went, Rad Roach. And after that, I just stood. I was there in silence, just frozen, looking at the screen. That all this luscious stuff,
and a single tear rolls down your eye.
Obviously, I got quite emotional watching this, and it was just like, fuck.
I can only become so hard.
Exactly. This is it. I can only come so much. But no, man, I'll tell you, they better get the writing, the story better be good on this. Because, I mean, as much as I love looking at all the wonderful stuff that they've recreated, and I mean, down to the last nut and bolt on this is straight out of the game. As much as I would love to watch just 45 minutes with the sound off and just see the things and go, look, it's a thing. And they've got the thing, and they've got the thing in the game, and look, there's that thing. I really want a good story to go with it. And they've got some good pedigree. Jonathan Nolan, Christopher Nolan's brother, is actually heading up the show.
He's part of the team that worked on Westworld.
That's another person who worked on Westworld is involved in the show as well. And all I say is April 2024 cannot come soon enough.
Right, so ladies and gentlemen, just so you're aware, we're marking this date. Today is the 12th of December 2023. This was when Darren was at his happiest. Yeah. Because when we get to April, if there's so much as even a footstep out of place, the nuclear flash you're going to see on the horizon is going to make Fallout look like a small pop in the ground.
I realised that, you've got to give the actual world that they are bringing to screen, you've got to give it some leeway because it's bringing to TV and stuff. But Todd Howard, who heads up Bethesda, has actually said that this is in line with the game. It's the game world. And it takes place sometime just before Fallout 4.
I will just say that Todd Howard also said that Fallout 76 was a good game.
Yeah, he did.
I just got to temper your expectations, my friend.
Oh, I am tempering them. I already know of one little thing that's caused a bit of a ruckus. And it's the motivations behind what the Brotherhood of Steel actually are in this, where they were technology hunters. Somebody, and I think this is just Vanity Fair getting it wrong, but they talk about them being like a police force. Okay. And it's like, well, it doesn't bother me that much, to tell you the truth. That's not really
it's the slippery slope.
But we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. If they do it right and it's satisfying enough and they've got the humour there.
Are you hoping that now that we've had Last of Us, and it's done a good adaptation of a video game, and then you've got this Fallout, you're hoping we're on an upward stroke? Because Halo, in fairness, the second season of Halo is looking more promising than the first one. You get to see a fucking Halo, that's a start.
And you get to see In the trailer, you get to see
The
City being razed to the ground by the enemy, and Master Chief doing his. But I'm hoping that's just not 2 seconds in the first episode like it was in the other series.
Someone in the comments called him Master Cheeks.
Master Cheeks,
because he's constantly fucking naked.
I don't need body armor. Yeah, buns of steel.
So so you are looking forward to this, but are you realistic about where this could end up?
I'm realistic, and it's because I learned my lesson from we're going back to the Phantom Menace. This could be a Phantom Menace where the trailer looks lovely, and then this is where you certainly watch the thing and you think you should have just kept it at a trailer.
Yeah,
shouldn't have released the film. Just leave the trailer. We'll watch the trailer. That's it. Forever.
And imagine what could have been.
Exactly. We'll just put our own script in, stuff like that. So,
well, I'll be here as your support, my friend, because, slowly but surely that Mass Effect Amazon series is coming. And when that happens, I'll be on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
So
I should be watching that also.
Yeah, but that's miles off.
That's your fallout, basically.
That is my fallout. Yeah. So I'm here for you. I'm your support. I'm your support, my friend. I'm going to see you through this tough time. We'll do it together.
Yep.
I will be your rock while you collapse when the Brotherhood of Steel starts singing show tunes.
Well, something else. I did watch the Game Awards when they were doing, because the cast, the 3 main cast members from the series made an appearance on stage to present an award. But what they did was, when they announced them, suddenly they cut to a slightly different trailer. And Walter Scoggins, who plays, who's going to be playing a ghoul, a bounty hunting ghoul in the show. Ghouls are basically people who got so affected by radiation they've effectively become immortal. He utters the immortal line, "War, it never changes," and he says it in that deep, gruff voice. I know it's not Ron Perlman, who's been the series kind of announcer for this kind of thing, but it's still kind of like, you said that in the right way, the right pause, the right emphasis on war. It never changes.
And then my pants exploded.
Exactly.
Darren Barnard. So,
in fact, you and Elton talk about yourself. I'm going off to watch the trailer again.
Cool.
But they also had that was the icing on the cake, by the way. When they walked on stage, they actually brought someone along with them who was wearing Brotherhood power armor. And this is not on a film lot. This is actually live on stage in front of a load of people, and the movement, the way it moved, the way he's just stood there, and the body is like slight inflections, and it's just, the thing is just so well made. Yeah, the joints and everything. It was like he wasn't even wearing a heavy power armor suit. It's a clunky piece of cosplay. He was, it seemed like the guy inside was quite comfortable in it.
Okay. So that's what you're getting Elton to make next time for your next MCM.
Is it? Fire up the 3D printers.
Fire up the forges.
I would love that.
Sorry, I'm going through a tunnel.
All right.
Bollocks.
Yeah. So that's it. I've gushed enough now.
No. You gush away, my friend.
I did have one other thing, which was a video game called Shadow of Doubt, which is one of the most unusual detective games I've come across, where you actually literally do have to become a detective because you get literally no help with the crimes. They're all procedurally generated, and if you come out of the game, if you're chasing down something like a serial killer, you leave the game, you say, right, okay, I'm just saving it and ending it for the night. You come back to it the next day, and you'll find if you've not caught the serial killer, he's committed more murders by the time you get back in. Right, there's been more deaths.
You'll find he's at your house. It's an advert. It's an advert for Saw 3.
Indeed, and in the city that's again procedurally generated, every single building, every single room, and every single house is accessible to you. You can go in if you've got lockpicks. You can get into them. There's nothing that's out of bounds.
Oh, right,
at all. And there's shops. There's people going about their lives in this game. Yeah, cost me about, I think it was £8 on CD keys, but I've seen a good few YouTube gamers playing this,
Oh, right.
and they've been really enjoying it as well.
Well, once Elton gets off of his Bear Island,
Yeah,
maybe he'll give a stream for that.
maybe we'll do a
Elton.
do a sort of like, you know,
Barnard and McManus,
Yeah.
cyber detectives.
indeed, yeah.
Yeah.
BJ and the Bear. Sorry, no,
Oh, yeah.
Turner and Hooch.
Turner and Hooch.
Yeah.
Who's the saggy face looking? No. Anyway,
Shut your face! I've been doing face exercises. Thank you very much.
I've been doing chin exercises and speaking very tightly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't turn too quickly with those jowls of yours. You'll take someone's fucking eye out.
You're likely to slap yourself to death.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Anything else, sir?
No, I'm walking away now.
Just from the troubles in your life.
Yep.
I'm walking.
See, I
away.
was thinking Craig David.
Craig David.
Craig David.
Okie dokie. Right. Okay. I'll go through my stuff, my weeks. Yeah. One of the reasons I wasn't around last week was because we had a Christmas do at work, which was a sip and paint event where I had to sit in a pub, drinking Guinness, and painting a pine forest. And do you know what? It was quite nice. It was like being pissed and being Bob Ross at the same time.
No. I don't have to paint between the lines.
The shape can be green. I don't care. What's it doing in the sky? I fucking put it in the sky.
I'm just
stay
going to
there.
paint a line across the top
That's
of the
right,
page. That's the sky. Look, it's
Yeah.
just a blue line. That's all I need to do.
But you know what's really funny? I was there with the rest of the team because the team I work for is actually a part of a bigger team, and so
Yeah.
there's which is essentially marketing. And it's amazing how many people look at your emails day in, day out with signatures that say visualization specialist at the bottom every day. And then look at your painting and go, wow, look, you can paint. It's like, yeah.
And you were like,
Fucking hell. Yeah, it reminded me when my parents bought me that How to Draw thing after I'd been at Cartoon Network for like 4 months.
fucker, please.
You motherfucker, do you know what I've been doing? Anyway, so so it was that was a thing. It did not end well because I did have to come back from Bristol that night.
Yes.
And the train from Bristol.
Are you back yet?
I'm fucking. My soul is still on that fucking train. I tell you that.
I tell you, it was like listening to a hairy Judith Chalmers. It really was. He said, where are we going on holiday this week?
Yeah, it was. All I needed was Gordon Giltrap playing a little fucking theme from Holiday in the background. I would have been well away.
Yep.
And I just sat on this train that there was flooding at Swindon, and I had to go through this flooded plane on this train at 3 miles an hour at 10 o'clock at fucking night when I got to the fucking platform at like 8:30. And then I'm so hungry that I decided, I made the cardinal sin. I'm sitting on this cocking train. There's no one else around. This person comes along with a trolley. I said, I'm very hungry. I said, I've only had Guinness, a mulled wine, and paint fumes. So what have you got? The only thing this person had was a Ginster's sausage roll. And I thought,
Perfection.
Yep.
yes, absolutely.
Meal of
perfect.
champions.
The meal of champions. The one semi-frozen Ginster's pasty sausage roll. And I thought, you know what? I'll have that.
Do you know what? You know what would have made your experience a whole lot better?
If someone had shat in my mouth?
No, is if you put it in an air fryer, my son. Okay, if you'd air fried that fucker.
You know what? Even if I flamethrowed that fucker, it'd still be as frozen as it was the minute I bit into it. And I tell you, it was like eating wallpaper paste, soggy wallpaper paste with a solid centre of undisclosed origin. That could have been a rat. That could have been fucking grouting. I have no idea what was in that, but I tell you what, it wasn't. It wasn't a sausage roll.
The Ginster's experience of undetermined origin. Where did it come from? Who knows? Come on, get some mystery in your life. Try a Ginster's sausage roll.
Ginsters of unknown origin. I mean, it literally was. I started eating. At first, my brain was trying to convince me. You know, like it's trying to convince you that there's a sausage smell to this thing, and you think, I've got no sense of smell. I haven't had sense of smell since 2017. How am I convincing myself this is a sausage roll? And I carried on chewing it. And at one point I bit. And as I was halfway through the sausage roll, I just hit resistance. And I bit a little bit more, and it just kind of compressed. It didn't sever with the teeth. It just kind of compressed. It was like I was biting into something like a rubber hose.
Oh.
And I thought, oh, that's not right. But I was hungry. So I carried on. And I bit right through. I took a chew. And, well, without getting too gross, it felt like there was some kind of pipe work. Organic pipe work inside the thing.
Dude, you were hungry. Don't look too closely. Don't ask questions.
Do you know what? I felt like I was on Elton's survival game. I genuinely did. I thought I'm going to start in a minute now. I'm going to start eating the fabric off the off the sofas.
Did you say anything? Is it? I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here.
There was no one. There was no one around to say anything to.
No,
I was literally on
wasn't
the
an
emptiest
immediate reaction.
train. No. And so I got to Paddington, and it was like, by this point it's now 5:12. Carol then sends me a message saying, "You do know that the last train out of London because of the train strikes is at 12."
Was it 4:30 this afternoon?
Yeah, it was at 4:30 this afternoon. No, it is at 12:40 from a different train station, Victoria. And I thought, right, okay, well that's okay. I've got 40 minutes. But all the tubes stopped running at 12. So
Dexter Fletcher.
So I'm like straight on the Uber app. I've got to find an Uber to get me from Paddington to Victoria. It's only 10 minutes on a car. No problem. Call it up. I call it up. The Uber not responding at all. So now I'm desperate. I've been waiting there for like 10 minutes. Now we're into sort of like 20 past 12.
Yep.
And I'm like, I've got
Sudden
20
death.
minutes. So I sort of see a black cab. I think, fuck it, I'll take the hit. I really want to get home. Jump in a black cab, zoom off. Suddenly my Uber app goes off. Ibrahim has been waiting at Paddington for 10 minutes. He's charged you £7.50 because you didn't show up. He's like, no, I didn't. I've been standing here for 20 minutes. And no recourse. Sorry, tough luck. £7. So it cost me £7 to miss a guy who wasn't there.
That's one of the
and then I got
down points of Uber.
Yes. So I got the black cab, got me to Victoria. I got to Victoria. I got on the train, got home. I got to Bromley, and thankfully Carol came and picked me up and brought me home. And it was just like, oh, you have never felt relief in your life like that. But I tell you what, that Gingsters thing, it was like alien. I could feel it in my stomach for the rest of the night.
Because you know that when you eat those, right,
Yeah.
okay, you chew them up and everything, what happens is the bits kind of just,
Coalesce.
it's like the T1000, right, okay? It just rejoins.
It was...
So I've got an image of fucking Robert Patrick's face on a fucking Ginster sausage roll. That's a nice pasty.
Have you seen this appendix?
Yeah.
No. Anyway, so and the thing was, I just couldn't get the taste out of my mouth, and it was nothing like nothing on earth. I don't think I've ever tasted anything like that. And believe me, I've eaten some strange shit in my life, and
it's the napalm grease. That's what it is.
Whatever it was,
napalm grease.
Whatever it was, it wasn't of this earth.
No,
it genuinely wasn't. If someone was to tell me that was an X-File and a rapper, I'd fucking believe them.
Mm-hmm.
It was awful.
Sausage rolls by Tombs.
Sausage rolls by cigarette smoking cancer man. So there
I want to believe these are healthy.
Yes, I want to believe this is food. So that's our Ginster sponsorship out the fucking window.
Yeah.
And the
What's
only
that SNL sketch, the not pizza, the almost pizza. That's it. Is that pizza? No, it's almost pizza.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what it reminded.
Almost bread.
I tell you what it reminded me of. Katie it was going through the thing of being vegan for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
She's now just vegetarian.
Are you vegan now after that
Me?
experience? Yeah.
No, because I tell you what it reminded me of. I finally got to the bottom of what it reminded me of. When Katie went through a brief pure vegan phase, there was a bit where she didn't have like cheese, but they can't call what replaces cheese because it's a brand.
Not cheese.
It's not cheese, and it's called a melting block, vegan melting block, and basically
That doesn't sound inviting at all.
no, and it doesn't
It's like
taste.
hot glue.
Yeah.
It is. It's exactly what it is. It's like hot glue, hot yellow glue. That's what it is. Organic hot yellow glue.
Cures in seconds. It really does.
It does. And that's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of vegan melted block.
I'll tell you, there's a good few MFI cabinets that you'll find were put together with vegan melting block.
I tell you what.
Vegan melting block gun.
I
There we go.
managed to resole my shoes with vegan block.
Do you know what? My life was falling apart, but I put it back together with
With
vegan
brand new
melting block.
vegan melting block.
Yeah.
So there was that.
Vegan melting block.
Yeah.
What? Just
Just don't. And then I watched one thing. Which was called Obliterated on Netflix,
Oh, right.
which is a comedy action brains off nonsense TV series. Cut a long story short, a special ops bunch of nutters
Mm-hmm.
working in secret for the government defuse a nuclear bomb in Las Vegas.
Right.
Because they're super secret, nobody can know about it. So they decide, thanks to that event, that now they've still got some money in the budget and they're going to get fucked up. And
Right.
so they have a party, there's camels, there's drugs, yeah, everything. There's drugs, there's drugged guacamole, there's alcohol coming out of the ears, there's sex, debauchery, drugs, you name it, anything you can think of.
Yeah.
And it all kicks off. Unfortunately, while they're in the middle of the party and absolutely wasted to the eyeballs, their bosses find out that the bomb that they diffused was a fake and that the real one's going to go off in 6 hours. And so now you've got a team of special ops people, one who's so stoned out of his head he's got a goblin talking to him and he's the helicopter pilot and his helicopter keeps turning into cake. You've got one guy who's now got the permanent munchies and so is always trying to find food regardless. There's the sniper who's so stoned out of her head on LSD that when she's trying to take a sniper shot in the middle of a casino, she can't see. She just sees all the pretty colours and she's like, ah. And then there's C. Thomas Howell as the bomb diffusal expert who has basically, for 4 episodes now, I think we've watched, has been completely asleep. So asleep that he's fallen out the helicopter twice while in there, and at one point just literally shat himself, and so they ended up having to wash him in the fountain of one of the casinos. It's gross. It's blunt. It's over the top. It's very bro, booyah, let's go fuck shit up, USA kind of nonsense. But if you want to turn your brain off and watch for 30 minutes just a bunch of buffoons bumbling through Las Vegas, absolutely wasted, trying to solve some sort of James Bond CIA shit, this is probably the thing for you.
Right.
Would I recommend it to anyone with a working brain cell who just wants to watch something sensible like The Crown or The Fall of the House of Usher? Nah. But if you want to watch a Michael Bay sort of circa 1990s Michael Bay action flick with a high concept of they're all drunk, stoned, wasted, horny, whatever, and also trying to find a nuclear bomb in 6 hours, then give it a go. It's like G.I. It's like G.I. Joe, but for people who just like laughing at people being drunk.
Right. That sounds like a reality TV show.
It pretty much is. I mean, it's over the top. It's definitely over the top. There's a whole thing where one of the ladies falls down a hole in the desert into a sort of mine shaft. It's surrounded by scorpions, and essentially another lady who's come back from the party.
Yeah.
She came back from the party with a 12-inch dildo with a light stick in it, and she's using that to find a way through the caves with the scorpions in. That's your kind of level of humour.
Okay.
That's where you are. If that sounds like something that makes you laugh, then check it out, because it's that.
Fuck it.
What was it called again?
Obliterated, and it's on Netflix. I can tell someone. As soon as I said G.I. Joe,
Yeah.
you could tell straight away he was on it.
Yeah.
I could hear the ears
No
pick
doubt.
up. Okay, I'm going to leave a tiniest gap here
Yes.
because I'm going to just tell you about one thing
Go on then.
because it's just one of those things you just go, oh my God, this isn't real. But I'm going to leave a gap because there is a sort of level of this could be triggering and I might cut it out. So hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. 3, 2, 1. Let's just see if we had any feedback because last week, what was last week? Can't even remember what last film was.
The Platform.
The Platform, that's right.
Platform, yeah.
The happy film, The Platform. Did we have any feedback? No, we didn't. We did not have any feedback for The Platform. Well, that's handy because that means we can wrap it up there. Yes, if anybody has any other feedback for any episodes, I will just send it in to feedback@blackdogpodcast.com. Like our mystery joke dispenser, Elizabeth, who shall remain nameless.
Is her first name actually Elizabeth?
I'm not saying. But she did send all those jokes in, and I was most appreciative. And you know what? I've got a lot more. There was also a message underneath about making everyone suffer, but I'll leave that there. And, if you want to send in any jokes, you can hit me up on Facebook DMs, or you can go to feedback@blackdogpodcast.com, or you can do that because if you go to the groups and drop the message, then I can't tell them the jokes because they might see them. But there you go. Anyway, that's it. I think we'll wrap it up there for this first half. I think we'll go off and get a cup of tea and whatnot, and then we'll be back for Robocop.
Robocop, yes.
Oh, God.
Robocop.
Bob Plob.
Bopcop.
Yeah.
Yes. Until then.
Bob Plod.
Ploddy Bob.
Ploddy Bob.
Ploddy Bob. Until then, roll the jingle. Stop talking about your fucking air fryer. Anyway, Robocop 2014 is an American science fiction action film directed by Jose Padilla and written by Joshua Zerner and Ed Neumeier and Michael Miner. It's a remake of the 1987 film and the fourth installment of the Robocop franchise overall. The film stars Joel Kinnaman as the title character with Gary Oldman, Michael Keaton, Samuel L. Jackson, Abby Cornish, Jackie Earle Haley, Michael K. Williams, Jennifer L. He, and Jay Baruchel, who you may only really know from the voice of Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon.
Really?
Yeah. You know the Weasley geezer who was going, oh, we're going to make so much money. That was Hiccup.
I'm in marketing.
Oh, okay.
Hands up.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yes, the film is basically a remake of Robocop. Not a lot else. It's about a detective who becomes critically injured and is turned into a cyborg police officer whose programming blurs the line between man and machine. If only it was that deep. The movie had a budget of between $100 and $130 million. How much did it make at the box office? And I'm going to say it to you, Darren, because you're in the room and I'm blocking the number.
How much? Well, I don't take notice.
No,
I'm just my brain is whirring. It made 209 eds.
200. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Okay, you got to work hard on the next one, Elton.
Oh, I haven't even thought of anything. Jeez. One conservatory that Samuel Jackson really desperately needed.
Yeah. Well, you're actually wrong. It was 2 lungs in a pickle jar. That's how much it earned. 2 lungs in a pickle jar. Kept for no discernible reason whatsoever. Anyway, no, actually it made $242 million, which means it made massive profit. So I don't quite know why there was never a sequel. But anyway, thank Christ there wasn't. Right. This film, we just won't bother with any of the reviews. We're just going to go around the table. There's only 3 of us. Let's just get on with it. We'll go around the table. I'll go last because it was my pick. Why I did this, I can't remember. Maybe it's just a moment of madness, but there you go. So we'll start with you, Elton. What did you think of Robocop? Robert Cop or Robocopy?
Just wondering who decided that we needed a remake of Robocop. What was wrong with the original that we needed to do the remake? Is there anything wrong with the original? It's almost perfection, isn't it?
I'd argue that it probably was. It's a good old sci-fi satire, really, isn't it?
Yep.
Mm. Yeah.
That being said, if the original Robocop didn't exist, I think it is a solid, fun, kind of family-orientated.
Well, it had a family in it,
Well, it's a PG-13. It's a
Yeah.
12A.
Yeah.
So it is kind of family-orientated, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think with that, without Robocop existing, this is all right. And then you go back and compare and realise, no, they actually did make the real good Robocop back in 1987.
Yeah. I mean, that's the problem, isn't it? But so go on then. So how do you fall on it? You like it? Is that it?
I think it's all right. It's not great. It feels like a day in the life of, instead of the original.
Day in the life of Robocop. Here I am, been
Because
blown up.
It's set in such a small window.
Decided to take my bike on the streets today. Wee.
I bet. Yep, that's me. I bet you're wondering how I got myself into this position in the first place. Well,
Today I put Spooky Dokies on my bike.
Feel dressed in black. Feel cute. Might go for a bike ride.
Might delete later.
Might delete later. Pop, motherfuckers. Instagram, yeah. I'm going to do a TikTok dance.
No, you're heading towards Robocop 2 territory. Which
let's have a rap battle. There we go, yeah.
Yes.
one stone in the hand is worth two in the bush.
Yes.
How do you like my jazz hand?
Yeah. See this hand? I haven't got a real arm attached to it. But don't worry. It's just there for show.
Alan Rickman was Robocop.
He was.
Hello, this is Alan Robocop. Calling Alan Robocop. Do not forget to take the pork chops out of the freezer.
Here I am.
See,
Do not disappoint me.
I'll save the rest for later. But
No, go on.
yeah. I was going to get into like a big review and stuff like that, so I'll save that for a minute.
Okay. All right, then we'll go to Darren. And Darren, your quick over the table version.
Right, okay.
While you burn yourself on the tea. It's all right.
Yeah.
Go on.
I would say, from the point of view of the way the film goes, yeah, it's an action movie. It did its thing. But that's the problem, really. It was pretty soulless.
Much like Robocop.
Much like Robocop. Yep. No, he was just arseholeless.
Right, yeah.
But no, it was a pretty sort of. This would be a B movie. This is like, this is the B side to the main track. This is the thing that hardly anybody listens to. It's the. Yeah, I would say that it's an action film and it does action and people get shot and a man gets turned into a half robot, half a tin of beans or whatever he is.
It's the 9th song on an album, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's the extended album version that you got from Japan, and it's got is like 4 extra notes.
Actually, or going on the musical metaphor, right? This is the track that's released by a band that split up and has now come back together, and they've got the word soul somewhere in the title, right? So it's got to have soul, or it's a load of old soul.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Bon Jovi did that, and it was like, oh, that's the death knell, and them they're never coming back. I mean, they did have a few hits, luckily. They got revived, but it's... yeah, it's like Billy Joel's done it as well. You look back at artists, right? Okay, that have gone away and have made a comeback. Their first track has always got the word soul in the title, and that's always a fucking that triggers me when I hear that. It's like, fuck off,
Man triggered by soul.
yeah, fuck off with your fucking generic tune. Get the fuck away from me. You used to be better than this, man. You just, Joe Dolce, you were better than this. You did shut up in your face. What? Now what's this? Oh, it's a little bit of soul.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
It's the Sting collaboration.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever you,
All for one. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's the travelling Wilburys of movies, isn't
Oh, man.
it? It's the kind of all the elements that you bring back together again to make something you think on paper should be good.
In fact, it's like if two bands went away. You know, like how you had...
Busted and McFly.
Yeah, well, you had Soundgarden, right, which were certain members of Rage Against the Machine, and I can't remember who the other band was.
Queens of the Stone Age?
No. Soundgarden was it was an amalgamation.
No.
of...
The lead singer of Soundgarden, Chris Cornell,
Yeah.
joined the remaining members of Rage Against the Machine
That was it.
to make
Yeah.
Audio Slave.
Right now,
There
they
you go.
were
You're welcome.
they were
Thank
the
you.
Arnold Schwarzenegger of that makeup, right? But this is like the Danny DeVito of that. That's they got all the offshoots, right? These are the other band members, like the fucking slide whistle player and the one who banged the fucking triangle. Those guys get together and make a band,
Right.
and
yeah.
this is that.
It's the Royal Philharmonic percussion.
Yeah, it's the geezers used to be in the John Williams tribute band.
Yeah.
Right? This is it. Not the actual John Williams, like, you know, fucking Royal Philharmonic Orchestra or
That's
New
right.
York Symphony Orchestra. No, these are the fucking blokes on spoons and stuff. That's what this is. This Robocop. This Robocop film is the track produced by them.
Blokes on spoons.
Yeah.
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 Sounds on 45. Blokes on
We
spoons.
financed this tune ourselves.
Yes, here we go.
Because nobody would finance us.
Yeah. Here's a song I helped make. It's called the theme tune from Star Wars.
Yep.
I'm getting to it. It takes about 47 minutes.
This is the overture.
Thank you.
And now on MTV Unplugged, The Orbital. Far shit.
Daft Punk.
Yeah, top. Hey, oh.
Around the world. Around the world. Anyway.
A round of drinks, a round of drinks.
Right. So,
So,
yeah.
yeah, this is the tune created by the other members.
This is the Diet Coke.
Yeah,
This is
the,
Coke
the,
Zero.
the less important members of that band were split up. And they're like, I've got a mortgage. They got their mortgage the day the first track hit. And it was like, oh, we're going to be a success. And then, like, that was the only track that got released from the album.
This is the Ringo Starr solo album after the Beatles split up, isn't
Yep.
it? Yeah. Okay.
This
cool.
is it.
Yeah. I mean, okay, for me, quick overview. I went to see this at the cinema.
So did I.
And I came out of it thinking, if it wasn't called Robocop, I would have probably just let it slide. I would have probably said it's a bit like Robocop, but without the satire. But the fact it's called Robocop
Kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
means you kind of sit there and go, well, I have to compare it. And that's the problem. As soon as you compare it, you just go, and it's just a damp fart. But then it gets, but then it's like some cheap Christmas jumper to keep the theme. Just the more you pull at it, the worse it becomes. Everything from the fact that he walks really slowly and everything, and then all of a sudden he goes into hyperdrive, and then 5 minutes later he's being thrown around by like a rag doll on the top of an Ed 209. It's just like, pick a lane.
Mhm.
Is he big and heavy, or is he Action Man in a fucking black Mamba suit?
Yeah.
What on earth is going on here?
Is he good at what he does, or have the lunatics taken over the asylum? What is it?
What is it?
Yeah. What's going on?
Exactly. And then you start looking for all the things that made Robocop good, and you don't see them, and then you realise it's a PG-13, and you realise that Robocop's going around with a taser gun.
It's like somebody took like a comedy, like say like The Good Life, right, and they turn it into a serious drama. You know,
from the makers of The Crown, The Good Life. Do 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 do. Oh. Hans Zimmer's rendition of the Good Life theme. Ho hee ho hee ho 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 ho. Wow.
Ah, featuring Kathy Bates as Margot.
Anyway, right, okay. I just thought it was bollocks. I thought it was bollocks. I really did. I tried to watch it this time around, thinking, there's got to be something in it. It wasn't. I mean, like when I'm watching something like that fucking Obliterated on Netflix, and I'm thinking, this is actually more fun action than I'm seeing on a fucking full-blown $120 million movie. A bunch of numbnuts with glowing dildos and pretending to be drunk, stumbling through the desert in Vegas. I'm just like, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And that was pretty much it. I didn't care. I came away from it thinking, I don't fucking care. I was more curious about some of the shit that he did than the film itself. Like, why have lungs?
Yeah, why?
Why? He's a robot. He's just a head.
Yeah, if it needs oxygen, you can produce oxygen. You know.
Yeah.
It's in the future. Make this shit up.
Why does he have to keep going back to his little cradle to have all the nutrients removed if the only thing kept alive is basically his face, his hand, his brain?
His jazz hand.
And where was that hand attached to?
Don't know.
Why keep the hand? Why did he have a fake arm but a real hand?
Well, it's that old joke about, I met a man called Bob with a wooden leg. It's like real feet but wooden leg.
That was like one of our old feedbackers, Glenn McCamberley, who had fake legs but real feet.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare. That's just horrible. That's
just
dark.
Why?
Yeah.
Just why? Anyway,
what's that smell? It's my hand. It just takes it on the end.
It's just a rotting lump on the end of a fucking stick.
Yep.
Anyway, I suppose we got a thing. Do we have to have a spoiler zone for this? Do we?
Throw it anyway. There'll be complaints if you don't.
All right. Okay. So I'm going to pull up the spoiler.
Don't want to get cancelled.
Okay, hold on. Here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Put your helmet on. We'll be reaching speeds of 3.
Oh, we're going down. Oh, we're still going. No, we ain't stopped yet.
This is a bumpy ride, isn't it?
Yep. Oh, hang on. I think we're almost there.
7.
Right, I think we're fine now. Right.
I'm getting out here, yeah? Oh.
Right. I think we've made it to the very bottom. Have we made it? Yeah, there you go. Right.
Baby, baby!
Right, that's definitely the spoiler zone. We've done it. We're at the spoiler zone now. If you want to go and watch this old bollocks and not be spoilt, go do it with our blessing.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm still digesting that Gangster's pasty from fucking 2 weeks ago. Anyway. Hold on. What's this, Darren?
It was a big pile of old shit.
Thank you. Thank you. Right. So first off, let's not compare it to the original for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, I'll throw all my notes out. That's
No,
fine.
just for the moment, because you can't not compare it. You can't call it Robocop and then not expect people to look at the old Robocop and go, is it the same? Is it better? Because if it isn't, then why call it fucking Robocop?
Yeah.
Anyway, what did you think of it in terms of just as a satire?
It's not.
It's not. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? You sure?
No, this is a look into control and trust and consciousness.
Right.
This is not satire at all.
I think if it's satire, it kept forgetting it was satire.
Yeah.
You know, it would do a tiny bit. And then that's it. I mean, I don't know if it's even enough to call it satire. Is it just
because
cynicism?
the reason I say that is because of the Samuel L. Jackson scenes that they kept chucking in, which was obviously a Fox News thing, where the guy who's like,
oh, what's the name of that fucking bloke, that reporter, who's got his own show,
Hannity or whatever his name is, or was it?
No, it's
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson, that's the geezer. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like that, sort of like he's clearly in the pocket of someone and spinning it every which way he can and then has the corporate bloke on, that was a piss take of Fox News and all the sort of like bizarre media that you get where it's all kind of skewed because of media influence. Corporate influence.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, and the whole thing of corporate shenanigans and, just who owns what, we own the police force, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So there's a certain bit of social satire in there, I thought.
No, having bits pop up like that.
I never said they were done well. I just said they were there.
Yeah.
But how many times did Samuel L. Jackson turn up? Like 4 times?
Yeah.
That doesn't make your films satirical.
No.
That is a theme that has to flow through every single frame of that film.
Well, yeah,
and
absolutely.
It doesn't.
No, not even close. So going back to your question then, before we get too far into it, who is this film for?
I think this. Well,
who is this film for?
Would you like to have another cup of tea, Dan?
I would think I would like to have another cup of tea.
I was going to say, I'm just. We might take a break in a second, but we'll finish your thought then, Elton.
I think this was a film that people thought, oh, this needs to be remade. What films need to be remade that were really, really good and huge and we can remember from our childhood? Oh, that's it. Robocop. That was well over the top and it was a bit risque. And my parents had to watch that before I could actually see it. It was that bad. And yet still I was allowed to watch it. And I think someone was looking for something to reboot, remake, bring back from the dead. I don't know. And they chose this thinking that this was... Look, it has made the money, so it clearly brought in the people. But I don't think it would have made the money for the remake, the sequel to this, because there is nothing there. Like I said, it feels like a day in the life of Robocop instead of and it's really hard not to compare it. But the 87 version is a huge Miranda-in film which covers I don't know how many weeks or months or whatever, but it's got so much plot in there. And this is, well, Robocop goes out on his bike today. Yeah, let's see what it's like, and that's it.
Yeah, he does. He just goes on his bike, and then the end. Robocop on his bike. Right. Okay, so here we go. I mean, Darren's now with cookie and cups of tea, so we've got him for at least another 10 minutes.
He's got a warm, ready Brett glow around him at the moment.
He does. So who's this for? We've already said it's got minimal satire. it's just a cash in. But the thing is, Robocop's had 3 sequels and 4 made for TV shows and a cartoon.
Yeah.
And comic spin-offs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Including Terminator versus Robocop.
Oh yeah, which obviously made no sense whatsoever. So if this is no satire, the audience doesn't want it. What about the action and the violence? Do you think the action and the violence was an improvement? Was there a reason to do that? Because, I mean, modern day special effects, modern day action.
Well, reading about this very, very briefly, and when I say reading, in the X-rays,
Yeah.
It sounds like the director's hands were tied on this.
Which one? The real one or the one on the fake arm?
They were just tied together.
Just tied together. Nice. Mm.
His view was very... I read something that he'd go to whoever was... I forget who was making it now. It doesn't really matter. But he'd go to the bosses and say, right, okay, I'd like to do this, 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 and this. He'd come up with 10 options and 9 of them will get rejected.
Mm.
And that's no way to run a thing. Unless you are like the South Park guys where you're like, I tell you what, we'll make this obnoxiously rude and we'll just cut it down a little bit to what we actually want. Go way over the top. But it was never going to be. I think the longer it went on and the more money it cost, the more chance, the lower the rating of the film actually went.
So do you think that this was really a film made for a target audience rather than, or for a rating rather than an audience?
Yeah, I don't think the shock and awe of the original would sell today.
Right.
Do you not think that would be a bit too much?
No, I think satire and shock and all that sort of thing is needed more than ever.
Oh, it's needed, but it's not the safe option, though, is it?
No. So you're telling me if they remade Starship Troopers now, we'd be looking at nice bugs, and everyone would be nice to the bugs, and we'd be fighting them off with harsh language.
If we were to make Starship Troopers now, we'd end up with the little green soldiers out of Toy Story. That's what we'd end up with against a cat.
Okay, against the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Done by Disney. Right.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, what about you, Dow? Come on. What do you see in this film that makes it worthy of even being called Robocop?
Right. I'll tell you what I think.
Go on then.
Okay. I don't think it's got anything to do with, we're going to make loads of money out of this.
Right.
I don't think it's got anything to do with that at all. I think it's got everything to do with, right, we own the rights to Robocop. If we don't do something with this, the rights are going to be up for claiming by someone else. So we have to put out a thing to keep the actual rights for this.
Okay.
That's what Disney does when it remakes their films every so often.
Really?
I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. It's a reason why you keep getting remakes is to keep.
Well, that's true with the Fantastic Four or Spider-Man.
Yeah. So it's to keep their fingers in that pie in case they want to use it. So I'm pretty sure that was this. It's like now they've done something else with Robocop recently. They put them in Mortal Kombat.
They made a game as well.
Yeah. You notice the time difference between.
Yeah.
It's like every 7 years or something like that they have to do
9
this.
9 years, yeah.
Yeah.
10 years, yeah.
And it's funny how this stuff has come along. There's a big gap of nothing, and then all of a sudden, Robocop.
Yeah.
So I think it's more to do with that. It's a cynical keep the rights.
Okay. So why? I mean, I'm just trying to get my head around. Was this actually just a good film with a piss poor title and a bad idea of a remake wrapped around it, or was it just a shit film?
I don't think it was a shit film.
Right.
I don't think it was terrible. I think the action for a 12A, PG-13, whatever it is, I think it was loud enough, over the top enough for that sort of pinpoint that you want to go for.
Mm-hmm.
I think it had enough action in it. I think it had the thought of, whoa, hang on, this guy is now a robot, and how will he deal with this? The thing with the original is that it was a guy who was then turned into a robot and then learning to be a human again.
Yeah.
This was a human trying to adapt. He can't adapt, so they turn him right down, and then he fights all the way through it to pop out at the end. That's
the plot, but they just take it around the wrong way. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's not, you can't not compare it. He gets blown up instead of shot because that's a 12A thing to do. Because we can't have him having his hand blown off, his face shot off, his legs blown off. All
that beautiful stuff.
Yeah. Why don't you give the man a hand? You
think you're fast? Think you're faster than a bullet?
Yeah.
Are you a college student?
Can you fly, Bobby? Anyway,
I love that.
Yeah. No, Clarence, no.
Clarence Boddicker.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? You can't get into talking about Robocop, the remake, without immediately reverting to all the things you're missing.
Do you
it's
know
almost
what?
impossible, isn't it?
They do say that a hero is only as good as the villain he goes up against, right? And in the original film, you had such a character. You got such a characteristic of the characteristics of the villain. You know, were quite overblown, over the top. You got Clarence and Boddicker, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but not only do you have that, you have scary old man, right? Plus, also, where were classic lines like "Dick, I'm very disappointed.
I'm sure it's just a glitch." A glitch. Yeah,
exactly.
Dick
And,
Jones.
The one that stood out for me in this, I know you got Kurtwood Smith, Clarence Boddicker, but is it Miguel Ferrer?
Yeah.
I'm cashing you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm cashing you out.
You're going to be one bad mother crusher. Sorry, me and Lee, the first time we saw the original RoboCop, we saw a badly edited audio. Well, it was
version, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was dubbed when it in parts of it. You're going to be one bad mother crusher.
He's a right airhead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. You got in the original, you've got 3 layers of villain. You got the corporate head. You got the corporate middlemen of Dick Jones and was it Bob Morton? Yeah, Bob Morton made a mistake.
Yes.
Now it's time to erase that mistake. And then you've got the low-level crime bunch of sort of Kurtwood Smith as Clarence Boddicker. Yeah. You know, I'm going to stuff this white powder so far up your nose you'll be blowing smoke for a week. The Tigers are playing tonight.
And I never miss a game. See, fucking classic lines like that. Even back down to, I'd buy that for $1. And they used it in this in a totally... for no parody whatsoever. It was just a throwaway line.
That was so cold, wasn't it?
Yeah. There was no humour behind it. No, nothing, you know.
But in this one, they tried to do the layers. So you had the corruption was the police, and then it went higher up in the police.
Yeah.
And then you got the Omnicore.
Yeah.
That head type thing. And that was it. And it didn't feel entwined.
You're right. It didn't feel connected. You didn't feel that Dick Jones was somehow, the Dick Jones character was related to Clarence Boddicker because he was creating crime in Delta City, in old Detroit to make Delta City, so that's why they can have RoboCop. Whereas in this one, how was Michael Keaton's character entwined with the if wet fucking Patrick Swayze dude who got shot up in the warehouse, who was supposed to obviously be the Clarence Bodiger character.
I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
No, and that's the problem because they make an illusion that he is in some way the reason why Alex Murphy gets turned into Robocop, as in blown up and turned into Robocop. But there's no link. There's no overt link. There's no point. There's a story turn around and go, these two are connected.
I didn't get. I was trying to work out the connection. I couldn't work it out at all.
No,
But you have the coppers that are bent, and that guy who was shot up in the warehouse, and he was running stuff. I've got stuff to move. I can't move my shipments. Yeah, we don't know what these are. These could be drugs, but it's a PG-12 now, so we can't say drugs. Can't have references to that. It's just stuff. It could be just fucking DVD players. Once again, Fast
you
and
wouldn't
Furious.
download a DVD player.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You wouldn't kill a policeman, then steal his hat, then take a shit in his hat, then give it to his widow.
And then you go up to Michael Keaton, and he's only bad because he wants to kill Alex Murphy because it's got a little bit out of control.
But even then, but the thing is, that doesn't even make sense because 1 minute he wants Alex Murphy there so that they can get the robots on the street. Yeah, he's the show. He's the showcase. He's the piece that they let run riot. So they say, let him run riot. Let him solve all the crimes. Let him do all these things. Let him do that because he's good publicity. He goes out and does it, and immediately we cut to him talking to fucking Rorschach, going, don't do everything you need to shut him down. It's like, why?
Yeah.
See, they didn't have to be underhanded. They could have just walked in and gone, oh, I wonder what's going on today. By the way, where's the off button? Okay, thank you very much. Turn it off. I'm shutting you all down. Easy.
Easy. There was no... The problem is that the corporate... I couldn't work out whether... Because in the original, and now we are going to compare, so fuck it, just pull the Band-Aid off, we're going to compare. In the original, the corporates are corrupt because they're aiming for a bigger goal, which is Delta City. That's what they want. In the end.
And do you know what? This whole thing with them, the way they act, the way they parody these people from The Office, it's still relevant today. You could. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen films where they do the same thing. You know?
Exactly. And that's the thing. So you got them at Delta City. So they're causing chaos. They're creating a problem, then creating a solution to the problem that they've caused, all to stir chaos so that they can buy the land up cheap and make a city that they're going to sell on. That's it. What is actually Michael Keaton's business aim is to basically get robots in the cities. He does that. He manages that. He succeeds in the first 20 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's it. Mission's accomplished. The rest of the film doesn't need to happen.
And he doesn't feel like a bad guy anyway.
No, he just feels like a corporate shill just going, how can we spin this PR disaster to our advantage? And it's like, well, that's not a villain you can go boo hiss. And
No.
Haley Joel, what's his face, fucking Rorschach dude, he's just a dick. And he's dealt with in a matter of seconds.
Yep.
3 times. And then you've got the supposedly Clarence Bodiger guy who basically dies in infrared. He literally dies off camera.
Yeah.
He does, yes. Yeah.
There's no catharsis. There's no solving the problem. The cop, the head cop, the chief of police,
You don't get those
bent,
moments, do you? The satisfying
No.
death of the bad guy. You're like, yes!
Yeah, you get no
In the
vengeance,
face.
no revenge, no nothing.
Right.
I mean, even down
No
to the
toxic waste man either.
No toxic waste man to help me, Clarence, help me, splat. You don't get any of that. You don't get the guy. Do you mind if I zip this up? You don't get none of that.
There's
Hold
more
on,
hair.
Hold on while I whip this out.
Yeah, you don't get the military weapons being sold off. I like it.
See, another quotable line, just that. I like it.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the problem. The film's got no soul. So what it's got to do is it's got to rely on Alex Murphy. So what they do is they do it the wrong way around. He knows what he is. He knows who he is. He knows what he's become.
Mm-hmm.
The family knows what he's become. The family accept it. He accepts it. And then they turn him back to Alex Murphy as he should be at the start. Not, basically turning him into a machine midway through the film.
Yep.
Then they've got to get him back to where he was at the start of the film, which is back to being Alex Murphy. It's like, there's no achievement there. There's no nothing. And all we've got is Gary Oldman sort of plodding around going, I've got to do this. I need to do science for the betterment of man.
I thought he was pretty good in this, actually.
Well, he was putting a lot more effort into it than anyone else was. I'll give him that.
I think, Gary Oldman and Michael Keaton were really good in this. I think they knew what they were in, and they just went for it.
Yeah. It was probably like 4 days of work for them, and then the rest of it was just Joel Kinnaman's stunt double on a bike.
Yeah.
Just zipping around all over the place, doing his best street hawk impression.
Yep.
I mean,
That's what I was thinking, Street Hawk, yes.
Yeah, just needed a bit of Tangerine Dream playing in the background.
Yep.
But it wasn't even like the satire of the nonsense of, the robots going bonkers or not being reliable.
You had no world building in this. Yes, you had the news thing that
In Tehran.
Novak was doing with like Samuel Jackson, but the original, you have like the look at the car, the
six
SUX
Yeah.
3000 or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
It's back. Big is back.
We know what that is.
The
And yet there was-
6000 SUX.
And that was like a desire in that. And then when one of the baddies gets it and then he shoots it and destroys it, I like it, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Mm.
And yet we don't have anything like this at all.
No.
You have Clara Murphy. Her kind of role is, in the original, sorry, I keep doing this, sorry.
No, it's fine. It's
But
too late now. They've
You have Alex
pulled that
Murphy
pin.
and then his partner. And unfortunately, Jack, Michael Kenneth Williams, he gets done in. And so you don't have that relationship because,
Officer Lewis.
Officer Lewis, she is like kind of the wife role, but also the partner role as well.
That brings him back for the brink, turns him
Yeah.
back into a human.
And you don't have anything like that at all. Totally missing.
Yeah, but also the other thing is the the robot side of him is binding his rules. In the original, it's like, serve the public trust, protect the innocent, uphold the law, and number 4, classified.
Mm-hmm.
In this one, they take all of that away. And say, he's not being controlled. He's not a product. Which was kind of part of the sort of subtext satire in the first one, which was, the corporation owns you to the point where they're controlling you.
Mm-hmm.
In this one, it's just, we got a red bracelet on. Don't touch us.
Yeah.
And then even then he shoots bloody Michael Keaton, and there's no sort of struggle to that. He just suddenly goes and does it.
See, now, I think that would have worked better if you had serve the public trust in there. And then once he pointed the gun at his family, then that would be serving the public trust, thus ruling out the red band, and he could take him out.
Or even his wife just pulling the handcuff off him.
Yeah.
And then, it's a bit like the Dick, you're fired. Thank you. And shoot him out the window.
Yeah.
Rip the fucking wristband off, and shoot him. But it's all so utterly bland and soulless. Every time it had a chance to go left and be edgy or interesting, it went right.
Yeah.
And it just did nothing. It took the safest path through everything.
I think they had the problem halfway through. I think they realised where they had the robots, and they did the Robocop versus the robot simulations and showing you how effective the robots are. It's like, well, why are we making this film?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
working Ed 209s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there was nothing wrong with them.
No.
Even to the point where Officer Lewis stands in front of one and it stops from shooting him because it just realises he's unarmed.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why? Why? Where's Where's the whole thing of, people don't trust the robots? Why don't they trust the robots? Because they don't think it'll make a decent judgment. Okay, then show me a robot making piss poor judgment.
Even the Gary Oldman and all the scientists, they're not as ruthless as they should have been. You had that moment where you lose the arm. It's like, no, we can save the arm. No, lose the arm. And that was such a big moment where okay, now he doesn't have any arms and it's just like a torso in a machine. But this, it's like, well, no,
like a joint of
save
beef.
the hand, save his hand.
Yeah, keep his wanking hand.
Oh, it's got his wedding ring on it. Save it.
Again, why? What was the point in that? What was the purpose?
Don't know. It doesn't make him any more human.
No. Especially as they keep opening these up so we can have a look at his lungs. What was the fucking point of that? Do you want to see his lungs?
They're in this jar.
They're in his jar.
Yeah.
Why has he got lungs? Why has he got lungs?
That is just to supply oxygen to the brain.
But then they have all the nutrients and the oxygen and everything in his bloodstream that they stream out of him.
With from mechanical means.
Yeah. I mean, he was just a head on a body in the other one, and they didn't need lungs for that, and we didn't care. At no point did anyone watch the original Robocop and think, I wonder if he's got lungs supplying that tiny little head on top of that massive robot machine.
Maybe.
I mean, it's just
have a lung.
Have a lung. What are we going to do with the lungs?
You can make a hat. You can make a brooch.
You can make a small novelty balloon for children. Yeah, it's just. I mean, if you were remaking RoboCop today and you wanted to be shocking, yeah, you know what I'd do? I'd have Murphy get shot.
Yeah,
and then once they put his head in the robot, yeah. Next thing you know, Murphy finds out he's Murphy because all of his organs are being sold off on black market sites.
Right.
Alex Murphy lung.
Oh my God,
$500.
That's fantastic, but that's fucking dark.
Yeah, but that's it, isn't it?
You'd have to bid on your own. You'd have to bid on his own bits.
Yeah, to find out who killed him, because he'd have to find out where the organs came from, and he'd have to find his own organ harvester.
Please, could you help me out? My PayPal is out of credit.
Yes. I lost the bid on my own arm.
Wait for the last 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I found almost every single part of me except one small, floppy, wobbly, dangly part.
The appendix.
Yep.
Yeah. Come quietly, or there'll be testicles. Anyway, no, but something like that. That is the way to push it up and make it shocking. Take elements of what happened to Murphy in RoboCop and in the remake, and go, well, if you're going to be a soulless corporate bastard, you'd make money by selling the kidneys or selling the liver or the spleen. Yeah. Maybe make OCP also part of the the medical establishment. Like make a satire on American medical health care.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You could do so much with the idea of it. Oh,
I think they were going for like the corporate corruption and like the news corruption as well. But I don't think there was enough news parts with Samuel Jackson to make it. They should have been shorter and more sprinkled across if you wanted to make it part of the actual film.
And in the background and on the tellies, and
Yeah.
like again, Casey Kasem on the fucking, on the fucking
In the shop you walk in and
Yeah.
Someone's robbing it and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Don't make a re-shot for shot type movie, but there's ways of doing it.
Yeah, definitely. This was just like a 80-year-old guard dog with no teeth. It was just like you knew at some point this could have been fierce and interesting and scary and dark, but instead you just want to put it out of its misery.
But they were trying to do like the illusion of the machine in control, or Murphy thinks he's in control, but really the machine is in control, and the machine thinks it's Murphy. And But that was just lines. It wasn't an actual theme of
No,
anything.
and it didn't make any difference anyway. Because suddenly old Gary Oldman goes, "I've pulled out this fuse. You're all right now."
They just turned the sensitivity down, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly. We've changed
on the joysticks.
We turned your Y-axis joypad down a little bit. Stop the head bob. All right, that's fine. Cool. Job's a good one.
Okay, so with the actual Robocop himself and like the design and everything like that, okay, I remember watching the original, and it looked so heavy. The way Peter Weller moved around in that, it was Peter Weller, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, it's Paul Weller.
Yes, I was going to say it's Paul. And the rest of the jam, Yeah.
It's a town called Malice.
The way he moved his head
Down at the
before
tube station
moving
in midnight.
the body and the torso, and it just sounded heavy. It looked heavy. There was no running. The way that he got in and out of a car, it looked really painful, but it worked.
Yeah.
And okay, people are shooting at you. You just walk towards them because the bullets are going to bounce off this. It was turning it into like a ninja type thing, and it was almost like double jumping, double tapping type thing in
Double
Call of
jumping
Duty.
Mario.
Yeah, running across the walls and shit like that. It was almost like that.
Well, that was the problem, wasn't it? It was just like, well, pick a lane. Are we going to have flippy floppy Legolas in a black zoot suit zipping around in a black squirrel suit? Do you want a pillow or something, mate?
No,
You're right. Sorry. We're old men. We're old men sitting in soft shit. I'm sitting in a soft chair. He isn't.
Where's my duck feathered pillow?
You sit on the hard stool.
You got a raffia
hard stool.
hard stool.
Yeah, go on. Just put
No,
it on.
it's fine. It's fine.
Put it under your ass.
I
Come on.
could not. No, I can't bring myself to sit on Hugh Laurie's face.
You can. It's a cast of House. Sit
Yeah, I know.
on Cuddy's face. She's all right. There you go.
If I just put those
Yeah, go on then. Do that.
together and then-
Do that. Do that. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Hugh Laurie, so comfy.
Where's he put that walking stick?
Yeah. Sorry, my wife's a fan of House, and she has a House pillow.
Does she sit on Hugh? No, I'm not.
Yes, I think she does.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, yes.
Diagnose me. Diagnose me. Diagnose me.
It's not lupus. That's not lupus. Anyway, yeah. So,
That's not a thermometer.
or maybe it is. Take my temperature, doctor. Okay, nurse, take this down. All right then, knickers. All right. But yeah, it's just like he's completely weightless. The special effects are just totally weightless.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does that horrible CG jumping thing.
Yeah.
A character needs to jump 3 or 4 floors. And it's just that horrible. I don't know what frame rate or whatever
It's
it is.
blur. It's motion.
Is it
blur.
motion blur?
They put so
It's
much
just
motion blur on it.
So unnatural the way it.
Superhero landing as well.
Oh god, yep. Superhero landing. What did you think of the helmet? Pardon the phrase. I mean, I know he didn't have no. Anyway, what do you think of the face mask?
What the?
Yeah, that come over when he went into battle mode.
I don't know.
I don't mind that.
Well, the reason I ask is because if they start making excuses for that, then why would it leave his mouth exposed?
I've got an idea, but I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to do the bloody the guys who wrote it. I'm not going to do their fucking job for them.
Do it. Go on.
Okay, right. The reason why he's got that helmet that slides up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this is on a real world basis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don't tell me it's so he can breathe.
No, it's not so he can breathe.
To fill in his lungs.
It's all to do with interacting with the public. Okay.
He's in battle mode.
No, and I think they say this in the very first one.
Mm.
The public are would be more willing to accept Robocop if he can seem human. And the way you seem human is it's like they do in the army. They teach you when you're trying to negotiate with someone, you don't wear sunglasses, right? You don't wear anything that obscures the eyes or anything. You take the glasses off, and then those people that you're trying to pacify, right? You're trying to stop them from, fucking kicking off.
Yeah.
React to you a lot better.
Right.
There's a bit of connection, and the whole thing with the mouth and the hand as well. It's all about that. It's so people can see, flesh and blood.
Yeah, I find eye contact works really well when there's no door on the toilet stall.
Oh, right, really?
Just sitting there making eye contact as people walk past. Nobody ever stops.
Right into their soul.
Into the...
Yeah. No, I've got my power of forcing myself to go to the toilet suddenly disappeared because someone is looking at me with an intensity of a fucking
hawk.
Yeah.
A hungry lion. So
no, a magnesium strip that's been set alight. It's that kind of
staring. Okay, so you're saying that it's a human thing. It's a humanity connection thing. The fake hand on the end of a stick is a fake. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So why didn't they keep rest of him? Because they said he had 80% burns. Well, that means there's probably more of him than was just an arm and a stick.
Well, if he gets his willy out, he's going to have to arrest himself, isn't he? So
I don't think that's right.
That's a bit too much of a connection.
That was right by the front door. I knew that was probably the first thing that she took off. First thing that went through his mind is testicles.
Yeah. But then he reached back and he found the clip. He undid them. They came off. It's very IKEA. It's all modular.
Yeah.
This is it.
So what was the point of the lungs then? Still haven't got back to the lungs because lungs.
He could open them up and go, look, I'm just as human as you are.
Yes, everyone shows each other lungs.
I'm just making this shit up as I go
an
along,
esophagus in a plastic tube.
Yep.
For no discernible reason.
Yep. That'd be it.
That's it.
Do you know the closest they got to the original in this? Do you remember when he was looking for people to try and work out how to get to the not Clarence Boddicker character, and he punched that window and dragged that person through the window.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in the original, that would have been how, and it would have been snappy. It would have been smooth, and it just felt clumsy, as if like he was looking for the latch on the door.
Yeah,
I can't seem to find this latch.
Yeah.
Could you step out to the car, please, through the window? Thank you.
Would you mind? I want to pull you violently through the door, but I can't find a latch. I can't reach it. In fact,
have you still got your seatbelt on? Could you push the red button, please?
No, push the button. The button. Listen to me. Wind the window
no, that's
down.
That's the other seat.
Wind the window down. I'm trying to talk to you. Yes, officer? I'm going to pull you out of the car now.
I have a warrant.
I've got a picture of you on a camera. Please
have
get
you
up.
seen this child?
I'm going to wind the window up now. Sorry, officer. No, don't wind the window up. No, stop. No, I'm talking to you. Wait. I'm locking the door now, officer. No! I can't pull the handle. My clunky hand. It's my clunky hand I use for the doors. Not my human hand.
My clunky hand.
I've got the clunky hand and the human hand. My
One's
human
got
hand.
love, one's got hate.
One's delicate, but isn't attached to anything. If he tried to open the door with his human hand, it'd just be left on the fucking door and the arm would come off.
Yep. Oh, the staples weren't in properly. There we go.
Yeah, I've lost my hand. Where is it? It's still attached to the door. I'm going to have to use my clunky hand. My clunky hand is stronger.
This is clunky hands. This is love. This is war.
Yeah. This is for my wife, and this is Clunky Hand. Say hello to Mr. Clunky Hand.
Hello, Mr. Clunky Hand.
He's going to come through the window. I could actually. Yeah, we should.
Oh, Alex, I'm so glad that you came home today. I have the clunky hand if you want.
Shall I get out? Shall I get out the clunky hand?
I mean, the other thing I was going to say is
Ribs for your pleasure.
Yeah, but the whole thing with the family. The fucking family just made me laugh. I couldn't stop laughing because I kept imagining scenarios. He comes in, he sits down, he goes, "It's okay, son. You could touch it." And the kid comes over and touches the clunky hand. Yeah. And his wife's sitting there going, "I'm so glad you've come back." And then it just cuts. Yeah. I wanted to see a bit more. I wanted to see him like sitting at a table having dinner. "So, what you been doing for the last 2 years?" "Me? Oh, well, I've been..."
So, son, David, how was your day at school? It's all right. Is that it? I've been away for 4 months. I've had reconstructive surgery 17,000 times, and your day was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like some mashed potatoes, Alex? "No, I can't eat mashed potato." "Okay, fine. Would you like some peas?" "Can't eat peas. I haven't got a stomach." "Okay, fine. I would like some nutrient
How'd you go to the
paste."
toilet, Dad? I have this little flap down here. I use my clunky hand to lift up this flap.
I shit in a box.
Lefty loosey.
Righty tighty.
It comes already postage paid. If I shit myself in the field, I can post it back to the office.
I email it to myself.
Actually, I mail it to someone I don't like. I label it as dessert.
Chocolate.
Is that how
loose.
he eats? Just via email?
Yeah, that's it. He gets Deliveroo to come in and
Had
plug it
lovely
in.
steak yesterday.
I get a kick out of it. Ha 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 ha.
So I was speaking.
Take that, Daniel Johnson.
I was speaking to the photocopier the other day, and she said, "Bleep, beep, 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 beep." It was the most hilarious thing I've ever heard. me and the fax machine are going out for a drink this afternoon after work. Beep, beep, beep. I mean,
When he goes into the office to arrest the commissioner, he walks in and confess, and all you hear is do, and he falls down.
yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, the Windows shutdown music. Yeah.
Or that someone has removed a USB key from the device.
Actually, did anything? Yeah, from little rainbow wheel appears in his eyes. He just falls over. Someone's pulled out the USB stick without doing eject.
Well, did you see that on the screens that he was doing the searching on? He was searching on Bing.
Yeah, well, that's his first mistake.
Yeah.
Probably all of those. Probably he might as well have just gone to Ask Jeeves and called it a day.
Yep.
I mean, what happened?
I know Jeeves.
Jeeves, he's a hoot. me and Jeeves, we hang out all the time. No,
Sometimes I go to CFAX, page 888.
download Paul Rose's latest Spectrum games. No, I was gonna. What happened to the police commissioner?
Well, she was corrupt, and that was it. So shut
Yeah,
up.
but he shouted confess. She didn't say anything. He just shouted confess, and they
Yeah,
just
nothing
turned.
really happened,
Yeah,
did it?
and then he played the Windows theme tune, fell over. And that was it. I mean, so what the sequel is because I mean one cop gets tasered,
Yeah.
the other one gets shot in the head or shot in the arm, and then he walks into the police chief and goes confess, and she just switches him off, and that's it. So
Kinda, yeah. There's no conclusion to that, is there? But
No.
I think
Yeah, I thought
She
she
was
confessed. Didn't she confess in the end?
no.
Because that's right. He was going to take her head off, and then somebody pushed the button.
Haley
And he
Joel
went,
Oldman, or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Jackie Earl
Oh,
Haley.
Rorschach.
Yeah.
You're in here with me.
Yeah. except when I'm wearing me little funky exosuit, me little sort of bought from
All right, Tin Man, how you doing?
Yeah, my Partica Ant-Man costume. I've just been down the local joke shop and bought myself a tin hat.
Only the finest clothes from Ruby's. Yes.
It's like someone's going as a cosplay of sort of like, was it Tom Cruise from Day After Tomorrow?
Mm.
Yeah, someone just put some pipe cleaners around his arms and stuck a little hat on him. But yeah, and then what happens if how did he overcome the red marker to shoot? Was it Michael Keaton?
Well, I think it's supposed to be Alex is taking over the machine, and he's stronger than the actual machine itself.
Right.
It's his brute force and his
sheer will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't got a will. We saw that. He's only a pair of lungs.
Yeah.
He's only a pair of lungs and a
lot
head.
of will in those lungs.
No, his will's gone.
But
his will went over the back fence when that car exploded.
That's not will, Darren. That's just wind. Yeah.
That was Alex taking over everything there.
Ah, right.
But it wasn't made. It
wasn't made clear.
It wasn't made clear, but it wasn't made a massive thing about the story. You would expect that would be like a bit of an info dump earlier on somewhere along the line.
Yep.
But it didn't really have it there. I suppose when you had like the stupid warehouse fight with the million robots, that was them showing how much will he didn't have on the suit, and it was just the suit doing everything. But Alex thought he was doing these things. But as I said before, it never really started off as Alex working his way through to become that person at the end. You never had that journey.
No, not at all. No, he just didn't. He didn't have a journey. He just.
Yeah, he just was.
Yeah. So it's bollocks, really.
Kinda.
It is now. Yeah. Now we've gone through all this episode, I think, that was pretty worthless. That, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then he shoots Michael Keaton, and what happens to the soldier who's still got the red marker on him and the gun behind him? Stood there. Why didn't the soldier shoot him? No, everyone just stood around.
Yep.
I mean, what kind of finale would have the hero face off against the villain while a number of interested parties all just stood around and had the ending happen? Maybe with a game of catch. But anyway, no.
It was so lackluster.
It was a bit tedious, really. It just Right. Well, there you go. Oh, by the way, we did get a little bit of feedback from Jim, which said his thumbnail review for tonight was, "It was good until they turned him into Judge Venom." Which I guess is... Yeah, when he went into the, does it come in black? And again, another one of those kind of, let's try and make it look cool and funky. And after that, it just turned into just... It was Mark Dacascos on his bike.
It was, yes.
From The Crow.
Yes. He's got a paper shop across the road from where he lives. Got the bike.
So I found it confusing when you went into the warehouse and you had all them people sat in front of that console and the massive TVs at the end of the room. You're like, why not have smaller TVs but closer?
Yeah.
It just, there's no point in it. There's no design or anything that you're overcoming there by having massive TVs at the end of a 30-foot warehouse. Just have smaller TVs and a little bit closer. It's fine.
So your biggest problem was space allocation and energy usage inside the building.
They were using it very poorly. The feng shui was all over the place.
So the bloke showing his lungs every 5 minutes while telling everyone, don't let anyone else see me.
Don't open me up. Stop opening me up. No, don't press it. No. No.
I just imagine him be sort of walking along and then goes past someone changing the channel and then and he just opens up.
Oh,
and
my
he goes,
lungs are falling out again.
Somebody on CB radio when he does flick flacks up and down the fucking high street.
His head and lungs are just rolling on the floor.
yeah, doink.
Try and move my body, pick me up.
Yeah. Excuse me, clunky hand. Pick me up, but clunky hand. Oh no, I'm over here. Come back here, you silly bastard. As he goes, garage door opens.
Somebody calls 999 and his fucking arse drops off.
Open.
I'm ever so sorry.
Yeah, someone turns on the microwave and basically he drives straight into a fence.
Oh, it's getting warm in here. Yeah.
Do we have any good things to say about this film? And then we'll wrap it up before Darren.
No,
falls
I
off
think
the
I've already
chair.
said them. I thought Michael Keaton and Gary Oldman were the best things in this, definitely. But even that was... They were just making sure that they were above everyone else, so they didn't look too bad in this.
They were just justifying their paycheck is what they were doing. Yeah. Would you like to see that Joel Kinnaman in his Robocop suit in a more violent, satirical Robocop?
I wouldn't mind.
Darren?
Would I?
Because he was just a black hole, and that was before they turned his paint black.
It's like the Batman thing, isn't it? And I'm not a fan of people turning around and saying, "Oh, well, he plays a good Bruce Wayne, but not a very good Batman." No, the whole idea is you play the character that plays both of them. If you can't play the character that plays both of them, then you've got it wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, you do. And most of the actors that have played Spider-Man have been the same way as well.
Oh, that's controversial.
I'm sorry, Tobey Maguire was a good Peter Parker, but he was a shit Spider-Man, mate. He could not...
But then he's not a very good Spider-Man.
He wasn't a very good Spider-Man.
Not all Peter Parker, then.
One of the things with Spider-Man is the catchy quips and the things, right? Like that, the talking. Tobey Maguire couldn't do that to save his life, right? Whereas Andrew Garfield had that all the time, but he was a really shit Peter Parker because he couldn't turn that off. He couldn't go the other way. That's the whole point of having these secret identities. You're supposed to throw people off the scent. Peter Parker is known as a bit of a nerd, somebody who's not a threat or anything like this, right? Okay. And then he turns into Spider-Man, and it's as if he goes completely anonymous. He's a totally different personality, right? He's, wisecracking. He's really, really sharp, witty. All the things that Peter Parker is not known for being.
A witty repartee.
Yes.
Can you say that about, what's his name? Who's the new... I forget the new.
No,
guy.
I think he gets the balance right. I think Tom Holland is. I think he's 50-50 on that because he does the wisecracking stuff, right? He's done. You see it in that. Was it in the film where he attacks the blokes who are trying to rob the ATMs, and he's like, "Oh, it's the Avengers," it's or that, that's funny, okay. And then he turns back into Peter Parker, and he's not Spider-Man anymore.
Yeah, in Civil War, when he's checking out Winter Soldier's arm, when they tries to punch him, he goes, "Oh, you got a titanium arm as well." Ooh. Yeah. Does it detach? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it, but yeah, back to I keep trying to wrestle it back to Robocop, but I don't want to.
No, we've had so much more of an interesting conversation about other stuff.
I just all it reminds me is that the original Robocop exists, and I've got it on a Blu-ray special edition, and I should go and watch it.
Oh, nice.
It's an iconic movie for a reason. Is because it's not Shakespeare, but fuck me, the lines that they've put in it, there are catchy lines.
I tell you what, hold on. I tell you what, I'd buy that for $1.
There you go. See,
there you go.
And can I just say, and I know this has already been said, but can you fly, Bobby? Sorry, I somebody got in there before me, and I felt just a little bit at a loss.
You felt at a loss, did you?
Yes.
I'm sure it's just a glitch.
The big knife thing that he connects to the main central computer was missing as well.
Oh, what? He's
the spike.
he's
Data
Such
spike.
a beautiful thing in the original.
He's pricky USB.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I tell you what. There you go. That's my one consolation prize for the new Robocop. I did like the fact that he could hack into all the phone records, cameras, surveillance stuff.
That's a
And
good
again,
idea.
it was another good opportunity. That was totally missed. You could have had a whole thing about surveillance culture.
I've only got one bar here, though. I'm going to have to go to the top of the hill.
Yes, Robocop goes underneath the transmission mast, and then all of a sudden goes, "I'm running out of data."
I've gone on to 4G, you know.
Yeah, I'm on edge.
Eiley. Or Rubble.
God 3.
Could you send me the perpetrator's photo later? Because I've got really bad data. It's not going to come through in the email.
I've got an image of him standing on a brick wall on tippy toes, trying to get a fucking signal.
Yeah,
can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Try putting clunky hand against your head. See if that helps. See if that amplifies the signal.
Robocop organises a Zoom meeting.
Is that any better?
And it's just every 2 seconds somebody joins the meeting. Just get to the point. Ding! It's like, who's this? Sorry, I'm late, guys. Sorry, I'm here now.
You're on mute. You're on mute. You mute. Turn your camera on. Turn your fucking camera on. Look, come quietly or shut. Just look. Stop typing in the chat. Yes, you can hit the stop doing the wave icon. I can see you there. I can see you there. I will talk to you in a minute.
Stop pressing take control. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, it's me. I'm my PowerPoint.
Don't mute me, you bastard.
I look. I can't share the screen. It's my fucking eyes.
Marcus, if you're not actually giving anything to the conversation, can you put yourself on mute, please? Nobody wants to hear you breathing.
Stop.
God damn it.
Who's eating crisps? Who's eating crisps?
I understand it's David's birthday today. Happy birthday to you.
To you. Hold on. Oh, who's lagging? Who's lagging? Yo. And the killer is Zoom call will terminate. Your time is up. Boom, boom, boom.
That's the whole music.
Boop, boop, boop.
What's that? Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop.
Why do we keep using fucking Skype? It's got terrible sound cancelling. Noise cancelling. Echo. Who's got a lag? I'm going to put everyone on hold until the room's empty.
Darren, you come through rather hot on this one. Could you step away from the microphone, please?
Oh, Robocop, come and help me.
There's always one member who's joined on video call that it's just an eye, or it's like the bit of their cheek just underneath their eye. That's all you can see them in the video conference.
Whose forehead is this? You haven't named yourself. Why are you dressed like a kitten? Why are you doing a virtual kitten? This is a sensible meeting. I'm calling for backup. No, I don't want the love hearts. Take them off my face.
Bob,
if you could smash
Bob,
that like button, that would be great.
Bob, you've activated filters. Bob. Yes, you look lovely as Carmen Miranda, but we really don't need that at this time. Please turn off the filter.
Robocop Zoom call.
You do realise we've had more enjoyment talking about the sort of like, this sort of like the Zoom call.
Yeah.
This alleged Zoom call from Robocop.
Yeah, the modern day Robocop. That's it. This is it. Yeah.
How may I direct your call?
May I just add, this could have been an email. This whole meeting could have been an email.
Look, I don't care where you are. Just pull over. You shouldn't be driving and
Are
doing
you on
this
hands
call.
free?
Turn your radio off.
Oh, right. Oh, I think we'll leave it there. I don't think we can beat that. That's it. Oh,
What's that in the background?
yeah.
Is that the Care Bears again?
As the kid comes in and then gets wheeled out by the nanny.
No, ignore that. I'm doing a serious... Look, everyone...
Could you get out, please? I'm
Hold
on
on.
the call. David, no, not now. We'll
No.
play football later.
Yes, no. We'll watch the game later, I promise. No, I'm telling you, wifey, I do not eat mashed potatoes. I'm a fucking robot. Excuse me, everyone.
Yes,
I'm just going to
yes.
put you on hold.
Yes, dear. I'll put out the washing. Don't worry. Yes, I'll do that in a minute. You don't have to ask me every 10 minutes to put out the washing. I will do it when I'm clear.
Felicia. Yes, Felicia, your husband, I can see he's just come out of the shower without a towel. Tell him to put some goddamn pants on. I'm going to have a DLL error if he doesn't.
Did he get my transplanted penis that they found in the garden the other day? That looks awfully familiar. Found in the explosion. Oh, right. That's it. We can't stop. Got to stop. Right. We'll leave it there. End it there. Fuck Robocop the remake.
Yeah, fuck
Bollocks.
this movie.
Right. If anybody else has anything they'd like to add or would like to give Robocop another function that we could just riff off for 20 minutes, then, by all means, send in your feedback to feedback@blackdogpodcast.com or jump on the Facebook group, which is facebook.com/groups/theblackdogpodcast. Right. I think we'll leave it there. Before we go, Darren, it's your turn to pick a movie, which is the last movie we will be reviewing of the year.
Indeed.
So go on in, hit us
No
with
pressure.
Okay,
No pressure.
so we are going to watch a film starring Denzel Washington.
Oh.
Okay, this is, in fact, I think he only did one movie that had any kind of horror leaning, and this was it. Now, I read the
Right.
book of this, I saw the film, and I enjoyed them both.
Right.
And it's all about a detective
Mm-hmm.
on the hunt for a serial killer
On Zoom?
on Zoom.
Yeah.
The film in question is called
The Care Bear movie.
The Fallen.
Oh, The Fallen.
Yep, and it's free on Amazon Prime at
Is
the
it a
moment.
horse? Is
No.
the serial killer a horse?
No, it's not. But I'll tell you what, you'll be that you after this, that there'll be a certain Rolling Stones tune stuck in your head.
Really?
Time on my side.
Time on my side.
You hear that a lot.
Not
in this
Sympathy
film.
for the Devil.
No. Time on my side.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. What about Angie?
No.
Painted Black.
No.
Okay. Wild Horses.
Mother's Little Helper. No. 19th Nervous Breakdown. No. None of that.
Jumping Jack Flash.
Nope. Wild
Eating
Horses.
Miller
No.
Rice.
Who?
Eating
Condoleezza
Miller
Rice. What has the ex-Secretary of State for the US government got to
Was
do with this?
she in Star Wars Episode 1?
Fine, I won't comment again.
No, it's all right.
No, it's fine. I comment and that gets brought up again.
Oh, I like that comment. I like trying to work out what film you've seen. So the mystery bloke. We still haven't got to the bottom of the mystery bloke in which Star Wars movie.
No, we
I
haven't.
mean, it's only been a year since that joke came out. I still haven't got to the bottom of it.
No, we still don't know which part of Star Wars he's.
Which one of the Star Wars he was?
One of the Star Wars. Which one of the Star Wars
were you? I am one of the Star Warriors. Anyway, right.
I'm in the Star Wars.
I will be playing a mighty Jedi. Right. I think we'll leave it there. So, The Fallen. Have you seen this, Elton?
No, I have not.
Neither have I. Have you? I guess you've seen it, Darren.
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm going to pretend that Jim's here, and I'm pretty sure he's going to say he has seen it.
He probably has. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. So, for a nice Christmassy film, we have a horror movie.
Slightly, yeah.
A horror thriller detective thing
on
Zoom with
Yep.
Robocop
That's
on a
right.
bike. Right. Called The Fallen.
Called The Fallen.
Is The Fallen a leprechaun?
Yes.
Good.
That tripped over and fell.
Face first
Yeah.
into a golem.
Yes.
Right. Okay. As long as I know, is it a troll?
No. It's Vic Reeves.
Ah.
No, Vic. I fell.
Ah. Right. We're down to the next floor. Okay, we'll leave it there. Is it a sheep?
No.
Is it a haunted teacup?
Actually, you're very close.
An aspidistra?
No. It's Tommy Wiseau, otherwise known as the Haunted Candle.
Ah, it's a haunted candle.
The haunted melted candle.
Right. So, we are going to watch Fallen, about a haunted melted candle.
A haunted melted candle.
Right. Brilliant. With Denzel Washington as the haunted melted candle.
As the haunted melted candle.
Lovely. Sounds thrilling.
It is.
Okay.
Right. And on that note, we'll go over to Pim's Corner. Elton,
Yo.
what's
So,
going on?
What all I have put out this week is me walking around in, I forget the name of the game again, the Long Dark. Still.
Are you still on Bear Island?
Still on Bear. Yeah, yeah, this was recorded a long time ago. I recorded it and I ended up with lots and lots of episodes. Got way ahead of myself. So yeah, I'm just putting these out weekly.
Every time I go on the PlayStation, I look on the PlayStation and I see you online. And then I think, I wonder if he's... Oh, yes, he is. He's on Long Dark.
Yes, I am. I flipping love it.
Right, love it.
I can't get... But I'm trying to get better at it so then I can play it and record more later on. So
Nice. Do a speed run or something for it.
Oh, God, I'm not going to do a speed run. I'm no good at that. I just want to have fun.
Okay.
If it scares me and makes it horrible, then what's the point? I'm not having fun, so...
Okay, fair enough. Cool. And that's over at Rogue 2 Media and on YouTube, yes?
Yes, it is, yes.
Okie dokie. And over on Hypnagoria, Jim's got all sorts of soundtracks and stuff going on, festive soundtracks, but I'm trying to find his latest episode. And yes, he's got his advent calendar, which can be found over at hypnagoria.com. And he's got various readings and Christmassy things that he's pre-recorded and told us all about last week. And I completely forgot what they were because I've been listening to them and I've been going through them. And now I'm going through his Facebook page and I'm trying to find all the stuff he's putting out.
Man doesn't stop putting stuff out.
He doesn't. He's like a Christmas machine. Well, podcast
With a clunky
machine.
hand.
Yeah, with a clanky hand. Clanky hand. And we'll leave it there. You can find all of his stuff over at hypnagoria.com. Go check it out because he puts a lot more work into it than we do in this. I'll tell you that. And that's it. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening. Thank you, Darren.
No problem.
Thank you, Elton.
You're welcome.
And the phrase for today? The phrase for today is... Jeff,
Your Zoom call is still on. Turn off the camera, Jeff. Jeff, the camera is still on. Thank you very much. That's it. I need to have that specifically, and none of you can link it to Jeff Hyman, because he should not be persecuted for my use of the name Jeff as someone being on Zoom. There you go. Thank you. And anyone else wants to send me any more dad jokes?
No.
Then by all means
Please
go
don't.
for it. I've got loads of them. I'm gonna use first names from now on to call in my Baker Street irregulars. You will get named.
And then
Only
banned from the
first name.
group.
First names only. I think it's only fair, because I've protected you for only so long.
Hey, why not? If you're listening to this at this point, why not go over to iTunes and give us a review over there? We haven't had one over there for years.
No,
So, yeah.
we've got 79 reviews, and yeah, we have got 79 reviews on iTunes.
What's our rating?
Will you be review number 80?
Yeah. Try and get that.
Our rating is 4.7 stars.
Out of
5.
I was going to say 26.
4.7 stars out of 477 stars.
Jesus.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah,
Impressive.
Well, except for the people who give me 1 star and don't leave a review, or 2 stars and say it sounds like 4 blokes talking down the pub. In which
Your
case,
point?
yes. Mission accomplished. You are welcome.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. So yes, thank you very much. Leave everyone a nice review on iTunes, because that stopped being a thing. I think lots of people haven't bothered, and that's fair. But if you get a chance, go for it.
Yeah.
And otherwise, we'll see you all next week for Fallen, the story of
Someone falling over.
falling over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody with a dodgy Zimmer frame
Exactly. Where
taking a
there's
bit of a
blame,
tumble.
there's a claim.
Yeah.
Fallen. Right. Until then, take care. Thank you very much. And good night. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Ta-da.
Oh, God, I'm on the wrong bloody thing. Press the button.
Oh, bollocks to it.